Do you want a new and better approach in your life? Picture this. Think about how 3 hours could be all you need to completely change your life, leaving stress and anxiety behind. What if the ancient wisdom of Stoicism could help you become stronger, more focused, and happier? Join us as we explore Stoicism and discover practical steps to shift your mindset, boost your resilience, and transform your life in just 3 hours. Ready for this amazing journey? Let's start. Today, in our busy world filled with stress and anxiety, many people are looking for ways to find peace and strength. What if I told you that a philosophy from over 2,000 years ago could give us the tools to succeed in our modern lives? This is Stoicism, a way of thinking that teaches us to find happiness and strength by focusing on virtue, wisdom, and how we respond to the world around us. In the next 3 hours, we will dive deep into the world of Stoicism. We are about to explore the essence of Stoicism, delving into its history, core principles, and the lives of its key philosophers. More importantly, we'll uncover practical wisdom from Stoic teachings that you can apply immediately to your life. These strategies will help you achieve mental clarity, emotional resilience, and inner peace. By the end of this video, you will have a more profound understanding of Stoicism and practical tools to navigate life's challenges. You'll learn to turn obstacles into opportunities, stress into serenity, and uncertainty into understanding. If you're ready to transform your life with the wisdom of Stoicism, let's take the first step together. The phrase, "Don't set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm," means that you shouldn't harm yourself just to help others. It's a reminder that taking care of yourself is as important as being kind to others. In today's world, people often push themselves too hard to be liked and to help others, which can hurt their self-esteem. We are frequently encouraged to go above and beyond for others, but this can come at a high cost. Excessive kindness isn't a virtue if it drains your energy, resources, and health. It can be self-destructive. A lot of people have become lost, giving so much that they end up feeling empty, unappreciated, and exhausted. This modern-day tragedy shows that even well-meaning people can cause harm by overextending themselves. Stoicism offers a different approach: to be generous without losing yourself, to be kind without being cruel to yourself. It teaches us how to help others in a way that also cares for our own well-being. It's time to explore how Stoic principles can help set healthy boundaries so your kindness strengthens you instead of depleting you. We will discuss how to give without sacrificing yourself, love without causing pain, and support others without neglecting your own life. Come with us as we explore Stoic wisdom to find the balance between helping others and taking care of ourselves. One Stoic principle says, "Don't exhaust yourself to make others comfortable." Marcus Aurelius, a wise Stoic thinker, warned against too much generosity. Imagine always being willing to help others, never refusing. You give away parts of yourself until there's nothing left. You turn into someone who is always there for others, but when you need help, you're all alone. It's important to be kind to others, but it's even more crucial to be kind to yourself. Marcus would always remind us that our first duty is to care for ourselves. Only then can we truly help others. Imagine two gardeners who lived next to each other. One gardener focused on taking good care of their own garden, while the other often helped out with their neighbors' gardens. The first gardener knew how important it was to take care of their own garden first. They gave it enough water, sunlight, and care, making it lush and full of life. Their garden not only made them happy, but also produced extra food they could share with others. The second gardener, however, spent so much time helping with other gardens that they neglected their own. As a result, their garden withered and produced very little. They overlooked their own needs while helping others, which left them with an unproductive garden and a sense of loss. Before you start helping others, take a moment to consider what you want to achieve. Will your help have a lasting impact? Are you taking care of your own health? It's important to set healthy boundaries and ensure that in our desire to be kind to others, we don't forget to be kind to ourselves. The ancient Stoics would encourage us to practice Stoicism. Remember, you can't give what you don't have. Stoicism teaches that we should maintain our inner peace and honesty while helping others improve their lives. This approach will allow both you and those you help to live balanced and fulfilling lives. Friendliness has its boundaries. Being generous is a good trait that makes life better for everyone, but it can be harmful if overdone. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism, which still holds wisdom today, reminds us about the limits of kindness. It's important to help others with a kind heart, but expecting the same level of kindness in return can be disheartening. Life often shows us that our good deeds today may not be remembered tomorrow. This isn't a measure of our value or the worth of our actions. It's just how people naturally remember and appreciate things. Helping others is like planting a tree. You look after it, hoping it will grow and give you shade or fruit one day. But nature takes its course. Storms, droughts, and seasons happen. In the same way, when we are kind, we should not expect anything in return. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, taught us to concentrate on our actions rather than the results. He said, "We can't control everything, and that the true joy of giving lies in the act itself, not in hoping for something back." This mindset protects us from the hurt of unfulfilled expectations. It helps us become emotionally strong, so we can continue being kind and generous without feeling worn out or taken advantage of. This doesn't mean we should toughen our hearts. It means we need to find a balance. See your kindness not as a transaction, but as a reflection of who you are. By doing this, we protect our peace of mind and foster a kind of generosity that is pure, self-sustaining, and truly rewarding. This Stoic principle teaches us to give freely but wisely, so our kindness benefits us no matter what others do. How can you apply the Stoic principle of giving without expecting anything in your daily life? Picture a scenario where you can show kindness or help someone without expecting anything in return. Then, consider what you can do to keep your generosity a source of joy instead of a burden. We get endless requests. Looking at history, royals needed a lot of assistance, from dressing up to staying clean, done by their servants. Today, even in 2024, people still expect a lot from us, often asking for simple favors they could do themselves. Stoicism highlights the importance of setting boundaries and embracing moderation. This old philosophy can guide us through the endless demands, helping us maintain our emotional health. Stoicism isn't about turning down help. It's about finding a balance so we don't lose ourselves while assisting others. There's a heartwarming story about a mother and her grown daughter who lived in a charming town. The mother, out of love, did everything for her daughter, not letting her manage her own tasks. This went on until the mother's sudden death, which surprisingly led the daughter to become more self-reliant. The story teaches an important lesson. Sometimes too much help can unintentionally prevent growth. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, noted in his Meditations, "A man's role is to stand upright, not to be kept upright by others." Seneca, who had deep knowledge of human connections, said, "He who is your friend for gain will cease to be so when that gain ends." It's essential to form relationships based on genuine connections rather than transactions. Friendship and assistance should be rooted in mutual respect and understanding, not on what we can offer each other. Stoicism encourages us to appreciate ourselves for who we are, not just for our abilities. This enhances our self-esteem and enables us to connect genuinely with others. Stoicism also guides us to be moderate, set boundaries to safeguard our health while still helping others. By prioritizing our needs, we can engage in more meaningful acts of kindness. Maintaining a balance between our needs and responsibilities helps us stay true to ourselves and live a fulfilling life. It's important to remember that looking after our own needs isn't selfish. It's necessary in modern life. Stoicism teaches us self-discipline and inner strength, helping us build a strong inner fortress. Learn to manage yourself and set clear boundaries for your personal space. Ironically, always going the extra mile for others can make you seem weak over time. Without clear limits, we risk being taken advantage of by those who see our kindness as an opportunity. This cycle of overextending and being used drains us, leaving us feeling unappreciated and overworked. When we start to confidently say no, things begin to change. People stop coming to us for every little request. By being assertive, we show that our time and energy are important, and this earns us respect. Seneca, a notable Stoic philosopher, rightly said, "What you think of yourself is much more important than what others think of you." Setting limits and being self-disciplined protects our mental and emotional health and gains respect from others. The word "no" is powerful. It shows self-worth and sets expectations for how others should treat us. Embrace this approach and see how it transforms your relationships, fostering respect based on self-value and dignity. However, making this change can be difficult. Always being available attracts those who need help, leaving you overlooked when it's time to celebrate. Being open-hearted can mean missing out on joyful times and becoming a perpetual helper, missing moments of leisure. This hard truth helps us tell the difference between real connections and those looking for easy benefits. Being mindful of who we give our time and energy to is a Stoic practice that reveals the true worth of relationships. You might be surprised to learn that setting boundaries is a fundamental Stoic practice that enhances our happiness and strengthens our relationships. People often respect us more when we have the courage to say no. This might seem odd, but it's a true psychological fact. This surprising effect highlights the importance of self-respect and being cautious in our relationships. Stoic wisdom helps us avoid burnout and fosters mutually beneficial relationships. If you found this information useful, give it a thumbs up. Let's now discuss ways to protect ourselves from being used by others and from the negative effects of excessive kindness. Start by letting go of the fear of saying no. Understand that this fear often comes from the belief that being kind means always saying yes. These lessons, taught to us as children, are linked to a fear of rejection. This creates a mindset that our value is tied to always being accepted. Stoicism, however, encourages us to challenge these old beliefs. It teaches us to live by our choices rather than being controlled by past lessons. As adults, we can change how we interact with others, knowing that the fears we learned as kids no longer have power over us. Stoicism teaches us how to examine our feelings and understand them. This helps us face life's challenges without letting old habits take over. Refusing requests that go beyond our limits, especially when they harm our well-being or sense of fairness, is a way to fight old fears and show self-respect and independence. But we need to balance this assertiveness with emotional intelligence and empathy. Stoicism isn't just about self-interest or isolation. It also highlights the importance of positively impacting our community and the lives of others. The Stoic philosophy teaches us to find a balance between supporting others and protecting our own well-being. Emotional intelligence is key in knowing when and how to offer help that benefits both parties. Genuine Stoic wisdom is shown by recognizing the real needs of others while being aware of our own boundaries. This ensures our acts of kindness are disciplined and compassionate, and fosters a community of mutual respect and assistance. And secondly, pay attention to your feelings. Embracing Stoicism promotes introspection and mindfulness, urging us to assess our emotions and thoughts and build mental resilience. This ancient wisdom advises us to take care of our inner peace by observing our reactions, especially when performing kind acts. It suggests that helping others should make us feel happy, like clouds lifting our spirits. However, if we feel tired, annoyed, or taken advantage of, it means we need to change our perspective. It's crucial to recognize when our voluntary efforts start to affect our peace. Being truthful about your feelings is not lying to yourself. It's a courageous act of self-care that ensures our kindness doesn't lead to stress and pain. Third, prioritize yourself. Even in the least popular fields, we can become experts but forget our own well-being. It's crucial to make time for self-care, similar to the Stoic values of discipline and self-respect. Stoicism is beneficial for the soul and teaches self-reliance. Instead of ignoring your needs, take care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. Recognize your own importance and put your needs first. Dedicate your full attention to this approach. Fully accept yourself, forgive past mistakes, and view the upcoming year as a chance for Stoic renewal. Choose something that brings you joy and use this time to express self-love. Maintain your boundaries and don't feel guilty about declining others if their requests invade your personal space. Assist them as much as you can while making it clear that your own recovery is the top priority. Fourth, determine who will take on the risk. Using Stoic values like self-control and wisdom helps us identify relationships that uplift us from those that drain us. Engaging with people who constantly demand more, whether it's attention, time, or resources, can exhaust us. Stoicism emphasizes the need for inner strength and teaches that true change can only come from within. Believing we can change others by simply being kind is a mistake. Lasting change is a personal journey that starts with one's own determination, not external influence. The Stoic philosophy isn't about being heartless. It supports a balanced way of dealing with relationships. Being too generous can leave us feeling empty, while being too cheap can make us feel alone. Stoicism advises us to be kind and generous, but also to think things through and let go when necessary for our well-being. It's about balance and ensuring our kindness doesn't drain our energy. The best relationships help both people grow, not where one sacrifices for the other. Stoicism encourages balance and careful consideration of our actions. It stresses the importance of balanced generosity, warning against giving everything away and jeopardizing our happiness. It also advises against being overly frugal and promotes thoughtful generosity. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "Kindness is a treasure. It should be kept like a buried treasure to be used only when needed." This reminds us to be ready to show kindness, acknowledging our deep human connections. Before we continue, let's do a quick exercise for our minds, because this part of the video will positively impact your thinking. There is no judgment here, just an invitation to unlock a powerful part of you, your mind and thoughts. We'll learn how to master your mind in a world where many face challenges with it, using stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius said, "You control your mind, not what happens outside. Understand this, and you'll find strength." Let's discover how to apply his words for mental strength. Are you ready? Let's go. First, stop worrying about others' opinions and focus on your own thoughts. An important part of mastering your mind is ignoring how others see you. This shift moves your attention from external noise to the clarity of your own thoughts. The first step is understanding that the only thing you truly control is your mind. It's fascinating how we all love ourselves more than others, but care more about their opinions than our own. Marcus Aurelius perfectly captured this idea. Imagine a world where any criticism or unwanted opinion about your choices is drowned out by your own self-awareness. This isn't about building a barrier around your ego. It's about nurturing a garden in your mind where your values and beliefs grow, rather than being trampled by others' judgments. To truly understand and control your mind, you need to stop worrying about what others think. This will allow your true self to flourish without needing approval from anyone. Take, for example, a young artist who had great talent but was constantly afraid of being judged. Every brushstroke was filled with fear of others' opinions until he learned about Stoicism. It took time, but he realized his value came from his own view of himself, not others' criticism. By focusing inward, his art became a genuine reflection of his inner self, free from the fear of judgment. This shows how looking inward can transform things, and how true mastery of the mind comes from within. This journey is not easy. You should continually fight the temptation to seek validation from others. But in this discipline lies true freedom. Stoic philosophy advises us to focus on our inner selves rather than outside influences. By concentrating on your mind, you follow this principle. Celebrating your ability to judge, be resilient, and grow is part of mastering your mind, along with ignoring others' opinions. Simply put, Stoicism is a modern philosophy that helps you live peacefully and strongly, building emotional resilience. Number 2, a gem needs friction to shine, just as a person needs challenges to grow. Lucius Annaeus. Seneca, a well-known Stoic philosopher, once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Our second lesson in mastering the mind and building emotional strength is drawn from this idea. In today's fast-moving world, life feels like a thrilling yet risky journey where challenges and problems are as constant as the sunrise. Sometimes you might find yourself entangled in difficulties, anxiety, or heartbreak on this endless road called life. These moments are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to build strong, unshakable resilience. Failures on your path aren't just minor setbacks. They are valuable lessons that come with temporary defeat. Use your inner strength to transform each problem into an opportunity for growth. We know it's tough. You've been given a hard path to climb, so it's understandable to feel overwhelmed. But instead, think about how you can use these challenges to move closer to your dreams. True resilience comes from the courage and determination that keep you going in tough times. Building emotional strength is like making steel in a fire. Imagine a young entrepreneur whose startup was close to failing because of the economy. He felt down every time he faced a setback, rejection, or failure. But he kept going, viewing each obstacle as a hidden lesson. This person not only survived, but came out stronger, more adaptable, and with a clearer direction for the future. Facing challenges head-on and finding strength in them helps build emotional resilience. The first step is to change how you see difficulties. Stoicism teaches that events are not good or bad by themselves. It's our thoughts about them that shape our feelings and reactions. Emotional resilience means not ignoring setbacks or pain, but understanding them in a way that helps you grow and strengthens your inner self. Embrace this wisdom, see your strength, and enhance your life journey by controlling your mind. Number 3, harness the power of how you see things. Picture yourself walking on a familiar path. Out of nowhere you trip, disrupting your well-planned day. But what if you could focus on your step rather than the stumble? Epictetus once said, "People aren't disturbed by events, but by their views of those events." Perception is like a window to the world, helping us understand what we see. It's easy to forget we can change our perspective, especially when life is challenging. At a point, when life puts you in tough situations, it doesn't always mean you'll fail. It could mean you have a chance to learn something new. Concentrate on positive thoughts rather than concentrating on negative things, like a skilled captain navigating a ship through a storm. For example, if your work presentation didn't go well, don't think of it as a failure. See it as a learning experience that will make you better in the future. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or mistakes. It means recognizing them without letting them define who you are or what you can do. To get better at this, you need to be patient and practice a lot. Think of perception as like a muscle. The more you practice controlling it, the stronger it becomes. Make it a habit to question negative thoughts and replace them with positive ones. Over time, this becomes a natural part of your thinking, helping you master your mind. There's wisdom in choosing how to handle life's challenges. We can turn problems into opportunities by changing how we see them. When trouble comes, imagine yourself as a wrestler, guided by a tough coach. This reflects the Stoic belief that true strength is shown in difficult times. Think of every mistake as a chance to learn and take control of your mind. Fourth, listen to nature. Have you ever had something happen that threw you off balance, like being fired suddenly, losing someone you love, or being rejected for a job? Marcus Aurelius said, "Life is always changing, and change is nature's way." This leads us to our fourth lesson in mastering our minds. Follow nature's guidance. Change and uncertainty are part of life, and they don't have to disturb our peace. Instead, they can help us adapt and grow. When you're unsure of what lies ahead, don't let fear or despair hold you back. Instead, move forward knowing that change is a normal part of life. We can face life's challenges with calmness if we go along with nature's rhythms. Do we get angry at the sky if it rains on a sunny day or if a storm hits on a clear night? No, because we understand that everything is natural and beyond our control. This is how we should handle life's difficulties, accept them, and adapt with strength. Achieving peace and confidence is possible by accepting life's flow and adapting to changes. We can't alter nature or life to match our needs. Instead, we need to learn to move with them naturally and smoothly, without forgetting our true identity. Fifth, stay disciplined with yourself. Reflect on your life and the changes you've experienced. You've likely encountered distractions that tempted you to stray from your goals, like wanting to binge-watch TV instead of studying or eating too much cake while on a diet. Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher, believed in the nobility of their ambitions and the strength of their self-discipline. This thought beautifully captures the need to practice self-discipline as part of mastering your mind. In order to gain self-mastery, we must first understand and acknowledge the significance of self-discipline in safeguarding our life goals. It acts as a shield, preventing us from wasting valuable time and energy on other things. Imagine a skilled gardener tending to a variety of colorful flower beds. They care for their tulips and sunflowers just as much as their beautiful rose bushes. How do we cultivate such minds? By being mindful of moments when temptations try to lead us astray. When you notice things that distract you, don't judge them harshly. Instead, accept them as a natural part of life. Understanding what pulls you away from your goals helps you find ways to avoid these distractions. Just like a gardener tends to various flowers, you need to handle each distraction with strong determination. Whether it's resisting personal temptations or building mental strength for work, self-discipline is essential for mastering your mind. When you're tempted to give up, remember Epictetus's wise words. No great thing is created suddenly. Self-discipline is the same. It's a continuous journey that needs your ongoing effort and focus. Sixth, embrace the now. Have you ever been so preoccupied with regrets or worries that you missed the beauty of the present moment, like a sunset? Often we're physically here but mentally elsewhere. Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't let life's vastness overwhelm you. Don't dwell on past problems or future worries. Focus on the present and what you can improve now." We should strive to enjoy life as it happens, moment by moment. Each breath we take and every emotion we feel should anchor us in the present. Avoid fretting over past events or future uncertainties, as these thoughts rob you of the joy of living in the moment. Instead, focus on enjoying the present and putting your energy into making it better. Time waits for no one and constantly slips away, leaving us torn between past memories and future hopes. To truly embrace life, we must understand that the present is all we have. Cherish every sunrise and every compliment, relish every cup of coffee, and engage fully in every conversation. Enjoy each moment of the present. Don't just go through the motions. Dive deep into what you're experiencing now. Relish each moment today without letting past regrets or future worries steal its joy. As Seneca wisely said, "Live each day as if you were doing it for the second time and you had made mistakes the first time." Gaining control of your thoughts starts with focusing on the present. Embrace this mindset and see how it transforms your mental strength. Seventh, be part of a group to help you grow. Imagine you are a lone hiker climbing the highest cliff in an endless forest. The view from the top might be beautiful, but the journey can be very quiet and lonely. Now, think of a group of explorers on the same trip. It feels much less intimidating, right? Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "People are made for each other, to teach or to support." This is important for mastering your mind. Communities are supportive spaces where people with similar interests and values can learn from each other. Combining your efforts with those of people who have similar goals makes achieving those goals easier. A community that uplifts each other provides a space to teach, learn, inspire, and get motivated. Picture being invited to a book club. Don't overthink it, just join. You'll be intellectually enriched and help others too. As you work towards mental growth, you'll find others to collaborate with. Growing as an individual matters, but so does helping others. Being part of communities that support each other's growth benefits everyone. It helps you personally and moves the group forward. Seneca suggests to stay with people who make you better. This way, you help yourself and others, reflecting our joint progress on life's path. Do you ever wonder why some people are smarter and better at learning than others? Want to learn the skills and knowledge you need to do well in your personal and work life? If yes, you're in the right place. We'll discuss how to become smarter and better at learning. We'll cover tips and strategies that can help you learn faster, understand more, and use your knowledge every day. This journey will give you tools to make the most of your intelligence, which can improve all parts of your life. So, if you want to reach your full potential and face challenges with a clear mind, keep watching. We'll go over 10 key strategies together that will help you become smarter and do better in any area. Get ready for a journey of self-discovery and intellectual growth. Encourage a thirst for knowledge. In order to grow, your curiosity acts like a spark that ignites intelligence. Think of your curiosity as a guide through vast amounts of information. By being curious, you become someone who always seeks answers, making you smarter. Imagine you're a college student learning about history. You've never heard of this subject before your professor mentioned it. Instead of just listening passively, you show interest. You ask about the causes and effects of historical events. You wonder why people acted the way they did and how these events impact today's world. Your curiosity drives you to read more books and materials, search online, and participate in discussions. This helps you understand the subject better and see its relevance to our lives today. Your curiosity expands your knowledge and perspectives, enhancing your ability to understand and engage with the world. When you're curious, you don't just accept things as they are. You want to know why and how they work. This desire to learn more makes you question what you think you know and what you take for granted. Every question and new fact helps you grow intellectually. Curiosity helps us explore the world's wonders, from the mysteries of the universe to our own bodies and minds. It's not just about collecting facts, it's about really understanding them. Being curious allows you to see beyond the surface and connect things that seem different. Diving into various books is an excellent way to boost your knowledge and intelligence. When you read often, it's like finding a treasure chest filled with information, experiences, and ideas. Through books, you can imagine traveling to distant places and learn about different cultures and their rich histories. The wisdom of people from hundreds of years ago is at your fingertips. Books cover a vast variety of topics, from history and science to philosophy and fiction. Every page offers an opportunity for learning, thinking, and broadening your perspective. Reading enhances your intellect, whether you are diving into quantum physics, exploring human relationships in a novel, or uncovering the secrets of ancient civilizations. It also helps you expand your vocabulary and language skills, which are crucial for clear communication. Reading encourages critical thinking and sparks your imagination. It helps you understand different cultures and view the world from new angles. Many influential people in history were avid readers who drew inspiration from books. By following their example, you can discover new ways to enhance your intelligence and stay ahead in life. Reading a lot is more than just a habit. It's a way to learn and see the world differently. Before you start, make a list of books on many topics. Pick books, articles, or blogs about things you like, whether it's art, history, business, science, or something else. The key is to have a varied list to explore new ideas and knowledge. Once you have your list, set aside time daily or weekly to read. Treat this time as a valuable opportunity to reflect and learn from your chosen materials. Cultivate a growth mindset. Keeping a growth mindset is essential for continually getting smarter throughout life. This mindset is rooted in the belief that your skills, knowledge, and understanding can improve with effort, learning, and perseverance. Instead of avoiding situations where you might fail or face difficulty, a growth mindset helps you view challenges as opportunities to learn. You approach them with courage and determination, understanding that failure is a normal part of the learning process and not a measure of your abilities. By keeping an open mind, you're more likely to embrace innovation and make the most of your current skills. This could involve learning new things, expanding your knowledge in different areas, and improving what you already know. Accepting constructive feedback is a key part of intellectual growth. Rather than viewing feedback as something that could harm your self-esteem, you see it as a chance to learn and improve. You recognize that your perspective is valuable and that those around you have much wisdom to share. Imagine you are a student working on your career. One day, you receive the results of an important test and find out you failed. Instead of giving up or feeling insecure, you look this failure as a chance to learn and grow. You don't avoid the subject. Instead, you learn from your mistakes and create a new study plan. Seek helpful learning materials and work harder to improve in that area. When you have a growth mindset, you don't just get over failures, you also improve at what you do. You will notice yourself getting stronger, more adaptable, and better equipped to handle challenges in the future. Maintaining a growth-oriented mindset is a lifelong journey that requires commitment, dedication, and persistence. It involves taking on challenges, looking for ways to grow, and always aiming to reach your full potential. With this mindset, you prepare yourself for continuous learning and intellectual growth. You create new opportunities and broaden your perspectives. Remember, your intelligence is not fixed. It evolves over time. A growth mindset allows you to reach incredible intellectual levels and achieve things you never thought possible. Learn from failure and grow. To be smarter than others, you need to see failure as part of the path to success. Failing helps you gain insights, learn from mistakes, and get stronger. It's not a setback, but a way to progress. Failure teaches us valuable lessons, gives us time to think, and offers a chance to improve. Imagine you're starting a new business. You might face many challenges early on. Your product might not meet market demands, your marketing might fail, or you might struggle financially. But instead of giving up, you learn from these setbacks. You analyze what went wrong, see what can be improved, and change your methods. Through this, you gain valuable experience, refine your business model, and eventually succeed. Accepting failure requires resilience, humility, and courage. It means being open about your weaknesses, ready to listen to feedback, and willing to make changes. By accepting failure, you free yourself from the fear of mistakes and are more willing to take risks. This leads to more creative and adaptable ideas. Accepting your failure also helps you develop a growth-oriented mindset where you see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Remember, messing up is not the opposite of success. It's an essential part of it. When you accept and learn from failure, you become smarter and set yourself up for future achievements. Master critical thinking. Critical thinking is about examining, judging, and understanding information in a fair and reasonable way. It helps you question your assumptions, see things from different perspectives, and make informed decisions. To handle complex problems and understand issues thoroughly, you need to develop critical thinking skills. This involves being open-minded, skeptical, and curious. For instance, if you're a student doing a project, you might find conflicting information from different sources. Instead of accepting everything, you use critical thinking to figure out which sources are trustworthy. You assess the reliability of each source by considering the author's expertise, the publication's reputation, and the provided evidence. You also evaluate the arguments, spot any logical mistakes, and check if the conclusions are sound. This way, you can distinguish trustworthy information from unreliable ones, helping you write a well-researched project. Improving your critical thinking involves being humble, admitting when you're wrong, and being willing to change your mind with new information. Being honest, avoiding biases, and considering all relevant information before making a decision are also important. Understanding how to think critically makes you a more intelligent and analytical person, able to handle the complex world we live in with ease and assurance. You will have more information to make good decisions, solve issues, and contribute positively to society. In conclusion, one of the most crucial things you can do to become smarter is to develop critical thinking skills. It empowers you to think more clearly, reason better, and connect more deeply with the world. Embrace the challenge of boosting your critical thinking abilities today to achieve your full mental potential. Practice active listening. Active listening is a valuable skill for achieving goals and personal growth. It means giving the speaker your full attention, listening carefully, and understanding their perspective. To listen actively, you need to understand, be patient, and keep an open mind. Giving full attention involves being in the moment and ignoring distractions. Imagine you're in a work discussion. Some colleagues aren't paying attention when someone talks. They're on their phones, doodling or chatting. You choose to listen actively. You make eye contact and nod occasionally to show you're engaged. By not interrupting or adding your thoughts, you let them express themselves fully. You ask questions and restate key points to ensure understanding. Active listening shows respect and encourages communication. It means understanding not only what someone says, but also how they feel and what they mean. You must be willing to understand, empathize, and see from the speaker's perspective. Practicing active listening can make your communication better, strengthen your relationships, and help you understand others' thoughts and feelings. You also become more considerate and caring, allowing you to build meaningful connections and work well with others. To sum up, active listening is essential for personal growth. It helps you connect deeply with others, see things from new perspectives, and understand the world better. Make a habit of using active listening every day and watch your relationships and mind improve. Master how to solve problems. Being good at solving problems is essential for being smart and learning. It involves recognizing issues, considering possible solutions, and taking steps to address them. To improve problem-solving skills, you need to be creative, persistent, and willing to take risks. This means seeing problems positively and believing you can overcome them. For example, imagine you face a difficult situation at work. Your team has a hard time meeting a tight deadline, and it seems there's no way out. Instead of giving up, you use your problem-solving skills. You gather your team to brainstorm and explore different solutions. You promote open communication and creative thinking by looking at things from various perspectives and challenging assumptions. By working together and trying new ideas, you create a strategic plan and effectively use your resources to solve the problem. The challenges are overcome, and you meet the deadline. Enhancing problem-solving skills takes practice, persistence, and being open to learning from mistakes. It involves adapting your approach and being receptive to feedback and new ideas. When you get better at solving problems, you become more resourceful, creative, and tough when facing difficulties. You also feel more capable of handling challenges and reaching your goals. In short, learning to solve problems is vital for growing both personally and professionally. It helps you overcome obstacles, seize opportunities, and navigate our complex world with confidence. Embrace the challenge of improving your problem-solving skills, and you'll see your intelligence and achievements reach new heights. Inspire innovation and new thinking creativity. And innovation are essential for ongoing growth and development. They require you to think creatively, challenge the norm, and come up with fresh ideas and solutions. To inspire innovation and new thinking, it's important to stay open-minded, take risks, and be curious about new possibilities. This involves stepping outside conventional thinking and embracing new experiences. Imagine you're an artist working on a new piece. You might try different techniques and materials instead of the ones you're used to. By letting go of traditional ideas about art, you allow your creativity to expand. Trying new things and exploring different methods allows you to find unique and varied ways to express yourself and create works that inspire others. To promote innovation and creativity, you need to foster an environment that encourages curiosity, supports experimentation, and values diverse viewpoints. The goal is to create a collaborative space where everyone feels they can contribute ideas and discover new opportunities. By encouraging innovation and new thinking, you can reach your creative potential and motivate others to do the same, leading to positive change and transformation. Your innovative ideas and forward-thinking mindset shape the future. In summary, nurturing creativity and fresh ideas is vital for personal and societal growth. It helps break free from the status quo, pushes the boundaries of what is possible, and paves the way for a better future for everyone. Embrace the challenge of infusing your life with creativity and innovation, and witness your mind and impact grow. Cultivate a passion for learning. One of the best ways to keep your mind sharp and stay smart is to develop a passion for learning. This means being curious, excited, and motivated to discover new things and enhance your skills. To cultivate this passion, you need to be open-minded, enthusiastic about learning, and committed to self-improvement. Viewing learning as a journey instead of just a goal and enjoying the quest for knowledge is crucial. For instance, if you're preparing for a test, don't see studying as a tedious task. Instead, approach it with curiosity and enthusiasm. Search for new information, explore various ways to learn, and consider different viewpoints and ideas. Challenge yourself to think critically and creatively by applying what you've learned to solve problems and handle real-world situations. By loving learning, you gain a deeper understanding of the material and acquire skills that are useful beyond school. Being proactive and self-motivated in your learning is essential to developing a passion for it. Setting goals and seeking opportunities for growth are key components. If you cultivate a passion for learning, you will continually seek new challenges and experiences to broaden your knowledge throughout your life. You also become more adaptable, stronger, and able to navigate the complex world with confidence and clarity. In summary, cultivating a love for learning is crucial for intellectual development and personal satisfaction. It enables you to reach your full potential, chase your dreams, and live a meaningful and purposeful life. So, embrace the process of learning, and you will see your intelligence and growth opportunities increase. Be around people with different views. Being around people who have different views is important for growing both intellectually and personally. This means seeking out people with varied experiences, backgrounds, and perspectives, and having open and honest discussions with them. To do this, you need to be humble, empathetic, and open-minded. It's about understanding that everyone has something valuable to offer and that you can learn from their experiences and ideas. For example, if you're working on a project with a diverse team, don't just stick to your usual way of thinking and doing things. Instead, value the different perspectives your teammates bring. Seek their feedback and motivate them to express their thoughts and ideas. Listen carefully to what they have to say and try to understand their viewpoints and experiences. By collaborating and communicating, you can use your team's collective wisdom to come up with innovative solutions based on diverse perspectives. To embrace different views, you need to step out of your comfort zone and be open to engaging with people who are different from you. It is about breaking down barriers and building connections, encouraging empathy and understanding, and making society more inclusive and fair for everyone. When you surround yourself with people who have different viewpoints, you expand your perspective, challenge your beliefs, and gain a broader view of the world. This helps you become more compassionate and understanding, which strengthens your relationships and helps you make a positive difference. Engaging with diverse perspectives is important for both intellectual and societal growth. It helps people from various backgrounds understand and empathize with each other, broadening their horizons and challenging their assumptions. So, seek opportunities to connect with people who are different from you, and you'll see your knowledge and influence grow. Being around different people. Imagine you're on a journey. It's not just any journey, but a journey of the mind and heart. This journey can take you to amazing places if you are open to it. One of the most important parts of this journey is meeting and understanding people who see the world differently than you do. Why different views matter. Why is it so important to be around people with different views? The answer is simple. It makes you a better person. When you talk to people who have had different life experiences, you learn new things. You hear stories that you've never heard before. You see problems from angles you've never considered. This helps you grow in ways you never thought possible, being humble, empathetic, and open-minded. To really understand others, you need to be humble. This means realizing that you don't know everything and that other people's ideas are just as important as yours. It also means being empathetic, which is the ability to feel what others are feeling. Finally, you need to be open-minded, ready to accept new ideas and change your mind if needed. Learning from others. Every person you meet knows something you don't. They have faced challenges, solved problems, and celebrated victories that are different from yours. By talking to them and really listening, you can learn a lot. For example, if you are working on a school project with classmates from different backgrounds, don't just stick to your ideas. Ask your classmates what they think. Encourage them to share their thoughts. You might be surprised at how their different viewpoints help the project. Collaboration and communication. Working with people who have different views can lead to amazing results. When everyone shares their ideas and listens to each other, you can come up with creative solutions. This is because each person brings something unique to the table. It's like putting together a puzzle. Each piece is different, but when you put them together, they make a beautiful picture. Stepping out of your comfort zone. To meet and understand people with different views, you need to step out of your comfort zone. This means doing things you're not used to and talking to people you don't usually talk to. It might feel scary at first, but it's worth it. When you do this, you break down barriers. You build connections with people who are different from you, building a better society. When we understand and respect different views, we make society better for everyone. We create a world where people feel included and valued. This is because we learn to be more empathetic and understanding. We start to see that everyone has something important to offer. This makes our relationships stronger and helps us make a positive difference in the world. Expanding your perspective. When you surround yourself with people who have different viewpoints, you expand your perspective. You start to see the world in a new way. You challenge your beliefs and gain a broader view of the world. This helps you become more compassionate and understanding. It also helps you grow intellectually and personally. Growing intellectually and societally engaging with diverse perspectives is important for both intellectual and societal growth. It helps people from various backgrounds understand and empathize with each other. This broadens their horizons and challenges their assumptions. When we understand each other better, we can work together to solve problems and make the world a better place. Seeking opportunities to connect, to grow and learn. Seek opportunities to connect with people who are different from you. This could be joining a club, volunteering, or simply talking to someone new. When you do this, you'll see your knowledge and influence grow. You'll become a better person and make a positive impact on the world. Practical steps to embrace different views. Let's discuss some practical steps you can use to be around people with different views. Practical steps to embrace different views. Let's discuss some practical steps you can use to be around people with different views. Join diverse groups. Join clubs, organizations or teams that have people from different backgrounds. This could be at school, in your community, or even online. Look for groups that focus on activities you enjoy, but have members who are different from you. Volunteer. Volunteering is a great way to meet people from all walks of life. Whether it's helping out at a local shelter, participating in a community cleanup, or tutoring kids, you'll meet people who have different experiences and perspectives. Travel. If you have the opportunity, travel to new places. This doesn't have to be far away. Simply exploring a different neighborhood in your city can introduce you to fresh cultures and perspectives. Read and watch. Read books, watch movies, and listen to music from different cultures. This can give you a glimpse into other people's lives and help you understand their perspectives better. Attend events. Go to events that celebrate different cultures and viewpoints. This could be a cultural festival, a lecture, or a discussion panel. These events are great opportunities to learn and meet new people. Ask questions. When you meet someone with a different viewpoint, ask them questions. Be genuinely interested in their story. Listen to what they have to say without interrupting. This shows that you value their perspective. Be respectful. Always be respectful, even if you don't agree with someone's viewpoint. Remember, it's okay to disagree. What's important is how you handle the disagreement. The benefits of diverse perspectives. When you embrace different views, you open yourself up to a world of benefits. Better problem solving. Different perspectives can lead to better solutions. When you have people who think differently, they can point out problems and solutions that you might not have thought of. Creativity. Boost. Diversity boosts creativity. When you bring together people with different backgrounds, they combine their unique ideas to create something new and innovative. Personal growth. Engaging with different views helps you grow as a person. You become more open-minded, understanding, and empathetic. This makes you better at handling life's challenges. Stronger relationships. Understanding and respecting different viewpoints can strengthen your relationships. People appreciate it when you listen to them and value their ideas. Social impact. By embracing different views, you contribute to a more inclusive and fair society. You help create a world where everyone feels valued and understood. How do you want to live your life? Although this question appears straightforward, but it delves into our core and makes us confront the cycles of mediocrity, disappointment and overthinking that have kept generations stuck in a loop of unfulfilled potential. Taking time for self-reflection is where the journey to greatness begins, not by making grand promises or setting high goals, but by making a deep, unwavering commitment to yourself, a commitment to change, grow, and break free from the endless cycle that has held us back. Stoic philosophers, who deeply understood human nature, offered a way to navigate this challenging path. By embracing the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do," which encapsulates the core of Stoic philosophy. This is about aligning ourselves with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, not just about defining our goals. This is a call to action and a reminder that greatness is achieved through the choices and actions we make every day. Thus, Stoicism is not just about accepting what happens, it is about actively engaging in life, promising to live by the values we hold dear, even when life is chaotic and stressful. There will be setbacks, disappointments, and a lot of overthinking on the path to becoming a great person. The Stoics believed that the first step to greatness is to reflect on yourself and decide who you want to be. This isn't just about making plans or setting goals. It's about becoming the kind of person you truly aspire to be, aligned with nature and virtue. You need to imagine a version of yourself that always does the right thing, no matter the chaos, pressures, and temptations of the world. According to Stoic philosophy, this is the true beginning of a dedicated life, where all your thoughts and actions match this better version of yourself. Let this be our call to break free from the chains that hold us back, to rise with courage and determination, and to build a legacy of excellence beyond the limits of our past. When we take thoughtful steps, make purposeful choices, and face challenges with unwavering determination, we not only pave the way for our own success, but also encourage those around us to embark on their own path of change. Let's leave mediocrity behind and boldly step into a future full of opportunities, meaning, and unmatched success. The first lesson: how you see things shapes your reality and inner peace. Stems from this, one of the most important lessons of Stoicism is recognizing the power of our thoughts. In a world full of distractions and external pressures, staying focused on our inner guide is crucial. When we manage our thoughts and emotions, we can challenge the norm, rise above mediocrity, and aim for greatness. The first step to escaping mediocrity and becoming extraordinary is realizing that our perceptions shape our reality. By embracing Stoic principles of emotional control, reason, and focus, we equip ourselves to handle life's challenges with calm and resilience. This journey is not easy, and obstacles will arise. But it's through these challenges that we grow and transform. We can choose to see difficulties as overwhelming barriers or as opportunities to learn and grow. This choice, although it may seem small, has a big impact on our life's direction. By practicing the Stoic habit of viewing challenges as growth opportunities, we prepare for life's highs and lows. This shift changes not only our mindset, but also how we live. We begin to see each day not as a series of problems, but as opportunities to practice virtues like patience, resilience, and courage. This lesson invites us to change how we relate to the world, despite its straightforward wording and deep meaning. The core idea is that the real battles for greatness happen in our minds. Breaking free from mediocrity begins with altering our perspective. To do this, We must understand Stoic principles and be committed to practicing them in every part of our lives. Building on the idea that our thoughts shape our reality, let's dive into how we can apply Stoic principles in our daily lives. This means being aware of our thoughts and choosing to see things in a way that fosters inner peace and resilience. Start by focusing on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. This simple practice can dramatically reduce stress and anxiety. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of getting frustrated, accept that you can't change the situation. Use the time to listen to an audiobook or practice deep breathing. By not looking at the negative aspects and focusing on something positive or productive, you turn a potentially stressful situation into a peaceful one. Another key Stoic practice is to pause before reacting. When faced with a difficult situation or an annoying person, take a moment to breathe and think before you respond. This helps you control your emotions and react calmly and thoughtfully, rather than with anger or frustration. Over time, this practice can transform your interactions and relationships. Gratitude is also a powerful Stoic tool. By regularly reflecting on what you're grateful for, you move your focus from what's lacking in your life to what's abundant. This simple shift can enhance your overall happiness and contentment. Try maintaining a journal where you record a few things you're thankful for each day. Furthermore, embracing discomfort can help you grow stronger. Stoics believe in the value of facing challenges head-on rather than avoiding them. Whether it's taking on a difficult project at work or pushing yourself to exercise regularly, getting out of your comfort zone builds toughness and confidence. Remember, the journey of practicing Stoicism is ongoing. It's about making small, consistent efforts to improve how you think and react. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. They are part of the process. Each challenge is an opportunity to practice Stoic principles and grow stronger. Lesson 2. Resilience means becoming strong by accepting life's events. Stoicism is a valuable philosophy that helps us accept what happens in life and break out of cycles of mediocrity, disappointment, and overthinking that often block our success. His ancient philosophy teaches that we can choose how to respond to events, even if we can't control them. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius reminds us to accept everything that happens as part of a bigger, rational order. Accept the things that fate binds you, he advises, highlighting the need to face our situations with courage and peace. Acceptance here is not passive, it's about actively participating in life. Accepting fate means more than just enduring life's ups and downs. It means recognizing our current situation and striving for excellence within those boundaries. It involves actively appreciating challenges as essential parts of our growth. This perspective encourages us to view setbacks and disappointments as opportunities to practice virtues like patience, resilience, and perseverance. This shift in mindset helps us see failure not as an end, but as a step towards success. Changing our view of failure is crucial for breaking cycles of hopelessness and generational underachievement. Failure shows us that our strength lies not in avoiding it, but in how we handle it, helping us to always focus on learning and improving. This idea from Stoicism teaches us to stop overthinking, which prevents action and causes unhappiness. By accepting our fate and working hard within our control, we can face life's challenges in a balanced way. This balance between acceptance and action helps us achieve our goals and fully reach our potential. It prevents us from getting stuck in endless thinking and allows us to move forward even when the outcome is uncertain. Applying this Stoic wisdom in our daily lives builds our resilience, enabling us to handle personal challenges and freeing us from limitations set by previous generations. This approach helps us plan for a future full of achievements, happiness, and success. To truly embrace the Stoic idea of resilience, we must practice it daily. This involves making a conscious effort to change our mindset and behaviors. Start by acknowledging that not everything is within your control. You can't control the weather, other people's actions, or unexpected events, but you can control your reactions. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of getting upset, take a deep breath and tell yourself that this is a chance to grow stronger and wiser. One practical way to build resilience is through daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to think about what happened. What went well? What didn't? How did you react? By introspecting using these questions, you can learn from your experiences and prepare for future challenges. This habit helps you develop a calm and rational approach to life's ups and downs. Another key aspect of resilience is focusing on what you can control. Break down your goals into small, achievable steps and take action on them. For example, if you're trying to improve your health, focus on what you can do today, like eating a healthy meal or taking a short walk. These small actions add up over time and help you make steady progress toward your larger goals. It's also important to surround yourself with supportive people. Friends and family who understand and encourage your journey can provide invaluable support and motivation. Share your goals and challenges with them and lean on them when you need encouragement. Building resilience also means being kind to yourself. Understand that everyone can mess up and that failure is the innate part of growth. When you stumble, don't be too hard on yourself. Instead, treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend. This self-compassion helps you bounce back from setbacks and keeps you motivated to keep going. Lastly, remember that resilience is a lifelong journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about continually striving to improve and handle life's challenges with grace. By practicing acceptance and taking proactive steps, you can build a strong base of toughness that will serve you well throughout your life. Lesson 3. Utilize the present moment to overcome mediocrity, disappointment, and overthinking. Being deeply involved in the present moment is crucial. Stoicism teaches the importance of living in the present, not to avoid life's challenges, but to face them with a clear and focused mind. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "True happiness comes from enjoying the present without worrying about the future." This teaches us to shift our attention from what was or what might be to what is. By focusing on the present, we can free ourselves from the overthinking that traps us in past regrets and future anxieties. This allows us to act with more decisiveness and efficiency. Embracing the present moment isn't just about acknowledging it, it's about actively engaging with it. As Stoics, we need to watch our thoughts, actions, and feelings carefully to understand which ones we can change and which ones we must accept. By being mindful, we can see the many opportunities we have at any moment to do good, make progress toward our goals, and bring about the changes we want in our lives. Acting in the present helps us break the cycles of mediocrity that have dominated our lives for generations. Each moment offers us a choice: follow old habits of disappointment and inaction, or act with purpose. Being present teaches us to balance the desire for more with contentment with what we have. Stoicism encourages us to aim for excellence, but reminds us not to base our happiness on future goals. By finding value in the process and the small steps we take each day, we can feel satisfaction now, not just when we achieve success. This approach reduces disappointment from unmet expectations and the paralysis from overthinking. Embracing the present moment allows us to change our reality, build resilience against mediocrity, and create a path to lasting success. Living in the present moment also helps us understand that life is made up of many small moments. Each small moment gives us a chance to make choices that shape our future. When we focus on the now, we can see these opportunities more clearly. It's like being a gardener who plants seeds. Each small action we take is like planting a seed that will develop into something larger as time goes on. By staying present, we become more aware of our thoughts and feelings. This awareness helps us to stop harmful habits before they take over. If we notice that we are starting to worry about the future or regret the past, we can remind ourselves to come back to the present. This simple act can stop a cycle of negative thinking and help us feel more at peace. Focusing on the present also helps us to see and appreciate the good things in our lives. We often get so busy that we forget to notice the small joys around us. By slowing down and being present, we can enjoy a good meal, a kind word, or a beautiful sunset. These small moments of happiness can add up to a much more joyful life overall. Stoicism teaches us that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. When we live in the present, we can choose our reactions more wisely. Instead of getting angry or upset about things we can't change, we can decide to stay calm and think clearly. This helps us to solve problems better and to keep our peace of mind. Lastly, living in the present moment helps us to build stronger relationships. When we are fully present with others, we listen better and connect more deeply. This can make our relationships more meaningful and satisfying. People appreciate it when we give them our full attention, and this can lead to more trust and understanding. Fifth lesson: develop self-discipline and control. Aim to build self-discipline and control. These important traits can help you overcome bad habits, disappointments, and overthinking. Epictetus, a notable Stoic thinker, says that true freedom comes from discipline and self-control, not from seeking freedom directly. This wisdom means that by controlling your actions and desires, you can truly control your life and its outcomes. Following strict rules in our daily behaviors, thoughts, and routines helps us break free from laziness and procrastination, allowing us to reach our goals. For Stoics, discipline is more than blindly following rules or schedules. It's about maintaining a balance that aligns with your values and goals. It requires choosing the harder right over the easier wrong, waiting for bigger rewards instead of smaller ones, and staying focused despite distractions. The ability to self-regulate and organize helps us tackle life's challenges effectively and aim our efforts toward achieving our goals. Having self-control is about managing your feelings and wants in a way that helps you move forward. It means having the strength to resist short-term desires for long-term success. Learning discipline and self-control can effectively combat overthinking. When we train ourselves to act decisively and with purpose, we leave less room for doubt and indecision that fuel overthinking. This proactive approach promotes an action-focused mindset rather than a reflective one. Decisions are made with strength and clarity, not fear or anxiety. These Stoic virtues help us break out of mediocrity and show what is possible with discipline and self-control. Self-discipline and control are not just for big goals or overcoming bad habits. They also play a crucial role in our everyday lives. Think about your daily routine. Waking up early, exercising, eating healthy, and sticking to a schedule all require self-discipline. These small acts of discipline can have a considerable impact on our total well-being and success. When you have self-discipline, you're better equipped to handle stress and make better decisions. For example, instead of reacting impulsively when something goes wrong, you can stay calm and think through the best course of action. This helps you avoid unnecessary conflicts and mistakes, making your life smoother and more manageable. Moreover, self-discipline helps you stay committed to your goals. It's easy to start a new project or set a new goal, but staying committed until the end is the real challenge. With discipline, you can push through the tough times and keep going even when you feel like giving up. This persistence is often the key to success. In addition, self-discipline allows you to manage your time better. By putting your tasks over other things and staying focused on what needs to be done, you can accomplish more in less time. This not only makes you more productive, but also gives you more free time to enjoy the things you love. Self-control also plays a vital role in our relationships. By managing our emotions and reactions, we can communicate better and build tougher, healthier relationships. This means being patient, listening actively, and responding thoughtfully instead of letting anger or frustration take over. Developing self-discipline and control is a continuous process. It requires practice and commitment. Start with small steps, like setting a regular bedtime or limiting your screen time. Gradually, these small acts of discipline will build up, and you'll find it easier to tackle bigger challenges with confidence. Lesson 6: The value of adaptability and embracing change. To move past mediocrity, disappointment, and overthinking, one must embrace adaptability. The Stoics, who understood life's unpredictability, taught that accepting change builds resilience. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, noted that being too rigid in our plans can lead to suffering. He advised a flexible approach to life, urging us to adapt our plans and thinking when things change. Adaptability doesn't mean laziness or lack of ambition. It means actively engaging with the present, knowing what we can control, and accepting what we can't. By being open to change, we free ourselves from overthinking and disappointment. We can change course when needed and find new ways to achieve our long-term goals and values. This willingness to adapt helps us move beyond mediocrity and find success in life's ups and downs. Embracing change sparks creativity and new ideas, essential for excellence. We become resilient and fearless when we view challenges as learning opportunities. This mindset benefits those around us, fostering growth in both personal and professional realms. By handling life's changes with confidence, we break free from cycles of disappointment and achieve success, contributing to a more adaptable and resilient society. Adaptability is not just a concept for philosophers. It's a practical skill that can change our daily lives for the better. When we face unexpected events, our first reaction might be stress or anxiety. But if we train ourselves to be adaptable, we can respond with calmness and clarity. For example, imagine you planned a big outdoor event, but it starts to rain. Instead of feeling defeated, adaptability helps you quickly shift to a new plan, like moving the event indoors or finding other ways to enjoy the day. This ability to adjust smoothly can make even the most challenging situations manageable. Being adaptable also improves our relationships. People appreciate when we are flexible and understanding, especially during conflicts or misunderstandings. Instead of stubbornly sticking to our views, we can listen, understand different perspectives, and find common ground. This approach not only resolves conflicts, but also strengthens our connections with others. In the workplace, adaptability is a valuable trait that employers look for. As industries progress and new technologies arise, the importance of learning and adapting becomes essential. Employees who embrace change are often the ones who excel and drive innovation. They see change as an opportunity rather than a threat, allowing them to contribute positively to their teams and organizations. By being adaptable, we can navigate career shifts, learn new skills, and try to stay relevant in a constantly changing job market. Adaptability also boosts our personal growth. When we step out of our comfort zones and try new things, we discover strengths we didn't know we had. This might mean picking up a new hobby, traveling to unfamiliar places, or simply trying a different approach to solve a problem. Each new experience teaches us something valuable, helping us grow and become more versatile individuals. Moreover, teaching adaptability to children is crucial. When kids learn to embrace change and handle unexpected situations with confidence, they develop resilience that will benefit them throughout their lives. Encouraging them to try new activities, solve problems creatively, and view challenges as opportunities can build a strong foundation for their future. Seventh lesson: the importance of setting limits and prioritizing. Setting clear limits and prioritizing your tasks is key to escaping mediocrity, disappointment, and overthinking. This idea comes from Stoicism. Stoicism, which focuses on living in harmony with nature and identifying what really matters, teaches us to separate the important from the unimportant. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius advises focusing on what we can control and channeling our efforts into our key tasks. When we set limits and prioritize, we prevent ourselves from getting stuck in activities that lead to mediocrity. Prioritizing isn't just about removing unimportant tasks. It's about deciding where to focus our time and energy for the best results and satisfaction. Stoic principles guide us to live purposefully, making choices that lead to success. This means declining some tasks and opportunities, not because of fear or laziness, but because we know our resources are limited and must be used wisely. By prioritizing, we can handle life's challenges with clarity and clear aim, ensuring that our actions contribute to growth in both personal and professional areas. This systematic way of living also aids in decision-making by giving us a clear structure. Decisions are easier when we know our priorities and limits, reducing the mental clutter that leads to indecision and delays. Setting boundaries and creating lists help us live a life full of purpose and excellence, moving beyond mediocrity and setting up for long-term success. This Stoic wisdom helps us achieve our goals with insight, respect for ourselves, and a calm mind. To put this lesson into practice, we need to start by identifying our most important tasks and setting boundaries around them. At the start of each day, outline your top 3 priorities, tasks that, when accomplished, will yield the most progress and fulfillment. By focusing on these, you ensure that your time and energy are used wisely. A helpful method is the Eisenhower matrix, which divides tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not time-sensitive, urgent but less significant, and neither urgent nor significant. This simple tool helps you quickly see what needs your immediate attention and what can be set aside. By regularly using this matrix, you can better allocate your resources and avoid getting bogged down by less important tasks. It's also crucial to learn to say no. Often, we take on too many commitments because we don't want to disappoint others or we fear missing out. However, saying yes to everything can spread us too thin and lead to burnout. Politely declining some requests allows you to stay focused on your priorities and maintain your well-being. Moreover, setting limits means knowing when to stop working. Overworking can lead to stress and decreased productivity. Allocate specific times for work, breaks, and rest. This balanced approach ensures you stay fresh and motivated, and it helps maintain your overall health. Remember, quality often trumps quantity. Working smarter, not harder, is the key to long-term success. Incorporating breaks into your routine is essential. Short breaks during work can refresh your mind and improve concentration. Longer breaks, like weekends or holidays, are necessary to recharge and avoid burnout. Make time for hobbies, exercise, and social activities to create a well-rounded and fulfilling life. Reflection is another powerful tool in prioritizing and setting limits. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to review what you accomplished and what remains. This approach not only keeps you focused, but also enables you to modify your priorities as necessary. Reflecting on your day can bring a sense of accomplishment and clarity, reducing stress and promoting a calm mind. In addition, consider using technology to help manage your tasks and time. Many applications are available specifically crafted for managing tasks, tracking time, and even reminding you to take short breaks. These tools can support your efforts to stay organized and focused. Finally, strive for equilibrium in every facet of your life. Prioritizing doesn't mean neglecting personal time, relationships, or relaxation. Strive for a harmonious blend of work and personal activities. This balance leads to a more satisfying and productive life. 8th lesson: turning failure into a stepping stone for success. Changing our perspective on failure is vital for escaping mediocrity, disappointment, and overthinking. Stoicism teaches us to view failure not as a defeat, but as a necessary step towards success. Marcus Aurelius's reflective writings encourage us to learn from our mistakes and see each one as an opportunity to improve ourselves and our plans. From a Stoic viewpoint, every attempt is a chance to learn. Embracing failure as a valuable part of the path to excellence frees us from overthinking and fear of mistakes. This change in perspective is crucial for breaking the cycles of mediocrity and disappointment that trap those who stay in their comfort zones. Dealing with failure in a positive way also builds resilience, which is needed for long-term success. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or thinking about bad things that might happen, helps us stay calm and strong when things go wrong. It helps us prepare for problems and setbacks, not to worry about them, but to come up with ways to overcome them. This proactive mindset ensures that when we fail, we don't give up, but learn from the experience and move forward with more strength and understanding. Seeing failure as a step forward turns our path to success into a journey of continuous growth and self-improvement. To fully embrace the idea that failure is a stepping stone to success, it's important to change how we respond to our setbacks. When we fail, instead of feeling defeated or discouraged, we should see it as a chance to learn and grow. This change in thinking can make us stronger and more resilient. One practical way to handle failure is by reflecting on what went wrong and why. Ask yourself questions like, "What is there to learn for me in this?" or "How can I do better next time?" By doing this, you shift your focus from the negative feelings associated with failure to the valuable lessons it can teach you. This mindset not only helps you improve, but also makes you more adaptable and prepared for future challenges. Additionally, being around supportive people can make a considerable difference. Friends, family, and mentors who understand the value of failure can offer encouragement and advice when you're feeling down. They can help you see your mistakes from a different perspective and remind you that missteps is just a part of the journey to success. Another important aspect is perseverance. Success rarely comes without setbacks. Many famous inventors, scientists, and entrepreneurs faced numerous failures before achieving their goals. Their stories show that persistence, combined with the ability to learn from mistakes, is key to achieving great things. Remember, every little mess-up brings you one step closer to success if you choose to learn and keep going. Moreover, practicing self-compassion is crucial. Be kind to yourself when you fail. Understand that everyone makes mistakes and that it's a natural part of the learning process. Extend to yourself the same compassion and empathy you would give to a friend facing a similar situation. This attitude helps you stay motivated and prevents the negative self-talk that can hinder your progress. Finally, celebrating small victories along the way can boost your morale. Whenever you learn from a mistake or conquer a challenge, pause to recognize your growth. These small successes build up over time and keep you motivated on your path to achieving bigger goals. Ninth lesson: practicing self-sufficiency through stoicism. Overcoming the cycle of mediocrity, disappointment, and overthinking involves embracing the stoic principle of self-sufficiency. Stoicism suggests that real freedom and strength come from relying on yourself for happiness and fulfillment, not from others' approval or achievements. Philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus emphasized this idea, encouraging us to build a strong inner core of peace and resilience. By practicing self-sufficiency, we prepare ourselves to face life's highs and lows calmly, making sure our happiness and success aren't tied to external circumstances. Adopting a new way of thinking is vital to escape mediocrity. It helps us stop chasing external rewards and start living a meaningful, virtue-driven life. Being self-sufficient brings clarity and purpose, helping us avoid overthinking and indecision. When we believe we have everything needed for happiness and success, making choices becomes simpler. We are less influenced by others' expectations and more inclined to follow our own values and goals. Self-sufficiency plays a major role in creating a successful life that surpasses societal limits and personal insecurities. Through the stoic practice of self-sufficiency, we gain the bravery to define success on our own terms and the resilience to keep it despite challenges. To fully embrace self-sufficiency through stoicism, it's important to integrate these principles in our daily lives. Start by recognizing what is within your control and what is not. This simple but powerful idea helps us focus our energy on things we can change and let go of the rest. For instance, we cannot control how others behave or what they think of us, but we can control our own actions and reactions. Practicing gratitude is another key step. Appreciate what you have, instead of always seeking more. This doesn't mean you shouldn't have goals or strive for improvement, but rather, you should find contentment in your current situation while working towards your aspirations. Gratitude fosters a sense of inner peace and reduces the constant need for external validation. Daily reflection can also strengthen self-sufficiency. Take a few moments each day to reflect on your thoughts and actions. Ask yourself if you lived according to your values and if your decisions were based on your principles or influenced by external pressures. This habit helps you stay aligned with your true self and build a robust inner core. Mindfulness is another practice that supports self-sufficiency. By being present in the moment, you can better manage stress and avoid overthinking. Mindfulness instructs us to observe our thoughts without becoming entangled in them, allowing us to respond to situations with calm and clarity. Lastly, cultivate a support system. While self-sufficiency emphasizes inner strength, having supportive relationships is also important. Surround yourself with people who respect your values and encourage your growth. These connections provide emotional support and different perspectives, enhancing your journey towards self-sufficiency. 10th lesson: beat overthinking with mindful action. Stoicism teaches us the powerful idea of mindful action to escape mediocrity, disappointment, and overthinking. This idea focuses on making decisions and doing tasks with full attention and purpose, without being distracted by past regrets or future worries. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, suggests doing everything with a clear mind and focus, directing our energy towards meaningful goals. Being mindful in our actions helps us stop overthinking and frees us from indecision and procrastination, which keep us stuck. By being fully present in what we do, we become more efficient and find more joy in our work. By practicing mindful action, it makes us more engaged in our duties, making our experiences richer and more satisfying. This Stoic method lowers disappointment when our actions align with our values. Ensuring our actions reflect our deepest beliefs adds integrity and coherence to our lives. By practicing mindful action, we face challenges with confidence and determination, viewing obstacles as growth opportunities. This approach helps us escape mediocrity and embark on a successful journey filled with honesty, meaning, and deep achievement. When we practice mindful action, we are not just doing things for the sake of it. We are putting our heart and mind into every task, no matter how small. This means when you wash dishes, you focus on the feeling of the water and the movements of your hands. When you study, you immerse yourself in the material, shutting out distractions. By doing so, you are fully present in the moment, making each action more meaningful and less burdensome. Mindful action is about quality over quantity. Instead of rushing through tasks just to get them done, take your time to do them well. This not only improves the outcome, but also reduces stress and anxiety. When your mind is focused and calm, you can handle challenges more effectively. You start to see problems as puzzles to solve rather than threats to your peace. One of the biggest benefits of mindful action is that it helps us break the cycle of overthinking. Overthinking often comes from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. By concentrating on what you're doing right now, you silence those worries. You give your mind a break from endless thoughts and allow it to rest. This mental rest makes you feel more refreshed and ready to take on new challenges. Moreover, mindful action brings more joy into our lives. When we are fully engaged in our tasks, we find satisfaction in our work. This satisfaction boosts our mood and gives us a sense of accomplishment. Even routine tasks can become enjoyable when done mindfully. Living with mindful action also means aligning our actions with our values. When our actions reflect what we truly believe in, we live with integrity. This consistency makes our lives feel more coherent and less chaotic. We feel more confident in our decisions because they are based on our core values. Incorporating mindful action into your daily life doesn't require major changes. Start small. Before beginning a task, pause to take a few deep breaths. Focus on your senses and what you're doing at the moment. Gradually, you will notice a shift in how you approach your tasks and handle stress. Adopting Stoic wisdom for a fulfilling life. Let's embrace the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to help us find our way through life's troubles. It helps us move beyond mediocrity, disappointment, and overthinking. To be successful, you don't need a life free of problems. What you need is the strength, resilience, and clarity to overcome them. By following Stoic virtues like mindful action, adaptability, self-reflection, and staying true to who we are, we can redefine success on our terms and achieve our goals. In today's world, where sharing every detail of our lives is common, Stoicism offers a different approach. The lessons from Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius and Stoic philosophers Epictetus and Seneca are still relevant today. They emphasize the importance of keeping some parts of our lives private. Their teachings remind us to respect life's experiences and stay calm, knowing that not everything needs to be shared. Let's explore 7 areas of life that, according to Stoic wisdom, are better kept private to help us live with virtue, resilience, and inner peace. 7 aspects of life. Best kept private. 1. Your inner fortress. Marcus Aurelius talked about the inner fortress, a safe place within ourselves where we can find strength and comfort, no matter what's happening outside. Our most private thoughts, challenges, and successes happen here, providing privacy from the outside world. In the peace of our personal sanctuary, we meet our true selves, shaping our worldview and character. Stoics believe this inner conversation is key to self-improvement and understanding our place in the world. It's a process of ongoing reflection and growth, where we look at our motives, face our fears, and build virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Sharing every details of our inner transformation can weaken its significance and distract us from true self-discovery. The inner refuge also serves as a retreat from the chaos of the external world, a place to find peace and clarity away from others' opinions or expectations. By focusing solely on our actions and responses within this sanctuary, we learn to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. Maintaining the sanctity of our inner refuge ensures its power as a source of strength and resilience, helping us remain steadfast in our pursuit of virtue and inner peace. By nurturing our inner fortress, we gain the power to navigate life's difficulties with calm and confidence. This inner strength helps us stay balanced, even when things around us are uncertain or chaotic. It's like having a quiet, peaceful room inside our mind where we can retreat whenever we need to. In this space, we practice self-awareness, recognizing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. We learn to accept ourselves, including our flaws, and work on becoming better each day. This journey of self-discovery is personal and unique for everyone. It's about understanding what truly matters to us and aligning our actions with our values. The more time we spend in our inner sanctuary, the stronger and more resilient we become. We start to see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles to fear. This mindset shift is powerful. It turns difficulties into chances to build character and improve ourselves. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, we find a sense of peace and clarity. This inner calmness allows us to respond to life's events with wisdom and grace. Over time, our inner fortress becomes a source of unshakable strength, guiding us through life's ups and downs with steadiness and purpose. 2. Your problems and challenges. Difficulties and challenges are personal and can shape us in unique ways. According to Stoics, we should keep the details of our struggles to ourselves, not because of secrecy, but because personal growth is unique to each person. Overcoming problems requires virtues like patience, discipline, and resilience, which build our character. Sharing every detail may make us seek approval or sympathy, rather than focusing on the internal process of learning and growing. Stoic philosophy teaches us to look inward at our problems, think deeply about them, and use them to grow. The real value of facing difficulties is the strength and wisdom we gain. This means thinking about our issues and relying on ourselves, facing them without worrying about what others think. Keeping our struggles private also helps us maintain our dignity and control our own story, giving us a quiet sense of pride. This doesn't mean we shouldn't seek help or support, but it emphasizes the importance of dealing with our challenges on our own. In doing so, we adhere to the Stoic philosophy of directing our attention to what we can manage, our thoughts, choices, and reactions to difficulties. When we handle our problems quietly, we also learn to become stronger inside. This inner strength helps us stay calm and focused, even when things around us are difficult. It's like building a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it gets. By dealing with our challenges on our own, we learn to trust ourselves and our abilities. This trust is important because it helps us face future problems with confidence. But remember, facing problems alone doesn't mean you're really alone. It's okay to ask for advice or help from trusted friends or family. They can offer support and guidance without taking away your responsibility to grow from your struggles. Stoicism teaches us to balance between seeking help and maintaining our independence. As we grow through our challenges, we also become more empathetic and understanding towards others. We realize that everyone has their own battles and that they too are learning and growing. This understanding can help us connect with others in a deeper, more meaningful way. In the end, by focusing on what we can control and handling our problems with patience and resilience, we build a strong character. This strong character helps us live a more fulfilling and peaceful life, no matter what challenges come our way. 3. Your thoughts and feelings about politics. The Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes reason, self-control, and inner peace, gives a balanced view on political discussions. Even though Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus were involved in politics, they taught focusing on what you can control. Talking about politics often causes stress, arguments, and distracts from living a calm and virtuous life. Keeping your political opinions private can help you grow and stay true to Stoic principles. Staying out of public political debates helps protect your inner peace and fits with Stoic values of serenity and rational discussion. This doesn't mean ignoring politics, but focusing on your own peace and meaningful talks over public conflicts. By keeping political views to yourself, you stay open-minded, fostering respect and understanding beyond political differences. This supports the Stoic idea of cosmopolitanism, promoting a global community based on shared values instead of conflict. By focusing on common human values and collective progress, we can build a more harmonious society. It is important to remember that Stoicism encourages us to focus on our inner virtues and personal growth rather than external conflicts. By staying away from heated political debates, we can preserve our mental well-being and remain true to Stoic values of calmness and rationality. Instead of getting involved in divisive arguments, we can choose to engage in thoughtful conversations that promote understanding and empathy. In our daily lives, we can apply Stoic principles by practicing patience, listening to different viewpoints, and responding with kindness. This approach not only helps us maintain our inner peace, but also sets a positive example for others. By prioritizing harmony and mutual respect, we can contribute to a more peaceful and cooperative community. Furthermore, focusing on self-improvement and virtuous living allows us to have a meaningful impact on the world around us. When we embody Stoic values, we inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positive change. By striving to be the best versions of ourselves, we can help build a society based on shared human values and collective progress. In conclusion, embracing Stoic principles in our approach to politics means prioritizing inner peace, respectful dialogue, and personal growth. This path leads to a more harmonious and understanding world, where common values unite us rather than divide us. Apanta 4. Your plans and goals. Stoic philosophy teaches that living well means acting with reason and virtue. This means focusing on what you do rather than what you say. Stoics believe it's best to keep your plans and goals private. This way, you avoid outside opinions and distractions. Stoics value resilience, patience, and adaptability because reaching our goals is often tough and unpredictable. Keeping your goals to yourself helps you stay focused and peaceful without worrying about others' expectations. The Stoics think genuine control comes from our own thoughts and actions, not from what happens around us. If you share your goals too soon, others' opinions and negative comments can shake your confidence. Stoics focus on the present and what they can change, not on the uncertain future or what others think. The process of working toward a goal is as important as achieving it, highlighting virtues like wisdom, discipline, and persistence. By keeping your goals private, you can stay true to your values and avoid being influenced by societal pressures. By keeping your goals private, you can maintain a sense of inner peace and focus. It's easier to stay on track without the pressure of outside opinions. When you work quietly toward your goals, you can move at your own pace, adjusting your plans as needed without feeling judged. This allows you to fully embrace the Stoic values of resilience, patience, and adaptability. Another benefit of keeping your goals to yourself is that it encourages self-motivation. You learn to rely on your own inner strength and determination rather than seeking validation from others. This builds confidence and reinforces the idea that true control comes from within, not from external circumstances or people's opinions. Focusing on what you can control, your thoughts and actions, helps you remain grounded in the present moment. Stoics believe that the journey toward a goal is as important as reaching the goal itself. By concentrating on the process, you can develop virtues like wisdom, discipline, and persistence. In conclusion, keeping your goals private aligns with Stoic principles. It helps you stay focused, maintain inner peace, and grow as a person. By focusing on what you can control and valuing the journey, you can live a more fulfilled and virtuous life. 5. Your vulnerable moments. Being vulnerable is a personal experience that shapes who we are and how we handle life's challenges. Stoics suggest keeping these moments private, not to hide weakness, but to respect the personal growth they bring. Working through our feelings alone lets us deeply reflect and understand ourselves better. Vulnerability encourages introspection, a key part of Stoic philosophy. By facing our fears and doubts on our own, we develop virtues like courage and wisdom. Keeping one's vulnerability private also aligns with the Stoic emphasis on self-reliance and the strength of facing our weaknesses without seeking approval or sympathy from others. This doesn't diminish the value of support, but highlights the importance of personal responsibility in overcoming challenges. Stoics believe that addressing vulnerabilities internally strengthens our character and fosters genuine self-improvement. By maintaining privacy in our moments of weakness, we protect our journey of self-mastery, ensuring it remains authentic and true. Continuing from the idea of keeping our vulnerable moments private, it's important to understand how we can embrace vulnerability while maintaining our personal growth. When we acknowledge our weaknesses, we give ourselves the chance to grow stronger. This doesn't mean we should ignore help from others, but rather balance it with our own efforts. Support from friends and family can be comforting, but true strength comes from within. In Stoicism, self-awareness is crucial. By quietly facing our vulnerabilities, we learn to understand our emotions and reactions better. This self-awareness helps us manage our responses to life's challenges more effectively. For instance, when we feel fear or doubt, instead of immediately seeking reassurance from others, we can take a moment to reflect. This reflection helps us find the root of our feelings and work through them on our own. Moreover, keeping our vulnerabilities private allows us to build resilience. Each time we overcome a challenge independently, we become more confident in our abilities. This confidence is not about ignoring help, but about knowing that we can rely on ourselves when needed. In this way, vulnerability becomes a powerful tool for personal development. By embracing our vulnerable moments privately, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and foster a stronger, more resilient character. This journey of self-discovery and improvement is at the heart of Stoic philosophy, guiding us towards a life of inner peace and strength. 6. Your financial situation. In today's world, where people often show off their wealth and financial success, Stoic philosophy offers a different take. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus teach that real wealth is found in virtue, wisdom, and contentment, not in material things. Keeping financial details private aligns with Stoic values of modesty and focusing on what truly matters. This practice helps us appreciate what we have and avoid unnecessary comparisons, shifting our focus from money to personal growth and ethical living. The Stoic philosophy suggests that we should focus on what we can control, such as our character and actions, and keeping financial matters private supports this idea. By not sharing our financial status, we prevent judgments and biases that can affect our interactions, fostering deeper and more meaningful relationships based on respect and understanding. This approach reminds us that true success is measured by personal growth, helping others, and pursuing wisdom, not by accumulating wealth. In a world where consumerism is rampant and there's a constant push to buy more, Stoicism teaches us to find happiness in simplicity. When we choose to live modestly, we free ourselves from the endless cycle of wanting and buying. This doesn't mean we should live in poverty, but rather appreciate and make the most of what we already have. Stoics believe that by reducing our desires and focusing on what we really need, we can achieve a more peaceful and fulfilling life. This approach not only helps us save money, but also reduces stress and anxiety about financial matters. It allows us to spend our time and energy on things that truly matter, such as building strong relationships, improving ourselves, and contributing to our communities. Furthermore, practicing gratitude is key in Stoicism. By regularly reflecting on and being thankful for what we have, we shift our mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. This gratitude helps us stay grounded and content, making us less likely to envy others or feel dissatisfied with our own lives. In essence, Stoicism encourages us to value wisdom, character, and personal growth over material wealth. By embracing these principles, we can lead a richer, more meaningful life. 7. Handling your complaints and anger. Stoic philosophy focuses on looking within and controlling how we react, emphasizing reason and emotional strength. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus teach us to overcome negative feelings by understanding and forgiving, recognizing that only our reactions can hurt us. Sharing complaints and anger publicly often makes problems worse and distracts us from personal growth and peace. Stoic advice is to keep complaints and anger to yourself, to stay in control of your emotions and not let outside events affect your well-being. By dealing with grievances internally, we take back control over our emotions and focus on solving problems within ourselves. This approach fosters emotional maturity and character development, aligning with Stoic values of resilience and forgiveness. Stoics believe that actions speak louder than words, and handling complaints privately shows strength and integrity. This practice encourages others to handle their problems calmly, promoting a more peaceful and rational approach to dealing with life's challenges. Keeping complaints and anger private helps us develop resilience, emotional intelligence, and inner peace, allowing us to navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. By keeping our complaints and anger to ourselves, we also set a positive example for others. When people see us staying calm and composed, even in tough situations, they are likely to feel inspired to do the same. This can create a ripple effect, spreading more peace and understanding in our communities. Additionally, handling our emotions privately gives us a chance to reflect. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can take a moment to think about the situation. This helps us to respond more wisely and constructively. We learn to see problems from different angles and find better solutions. Moreover, dealing with our feelings on our own encourages personal growth. We become stronger and more resilient with each challenge we face. This inner strength helps us handle future difficulties with greater ease. We learn that we have the power to control our happiness and peace of mind, regardless of what happens around us. In summary, keeping complaints and anger private not only helps us maintain our own emotional balance, but also promotes a more harmonious environment. By practicing this Stoic principle, we can lead happier, more fulfilling lives and positively influence those around us. Adopting Stoic wisdom for a meaningful life. Choosing to protect our innermost thoughts, dreams, and personal boundaries can bring strength and peace in a world full of distractions. The power of privacy isn't about hiding who we are, but cherishing the sacred parts of us that encourage growth and resilience. These 7 principles can help us nurture a peaceful and virtuous inner life as we deal with the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Imagine for a moment that the most important thing for a meaningful, happy life isn't something you can buy or get from others. It's already within you, waiting to be nurtured. This idea is rooted in Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided many to find peace and meaning over the centuries. Stoicism teaches that true happiness doesn't come from external praise or material wealth, but from valuing ourselves through virtues like self-control, courage, wisdom, and justice. It reminds us that despite the chaos outside, we have the foundation for happiness and well-being within us. By letting go of societal pressures and self-doubt, we can discover timeless Stoic principles that change how we view the world and ourselves. This journey isn't just about bettering ourselves, it's about finding our true value and living according to our deepest beliefs. If you're looking for personal freedom, resilience, and fulfillment, you're in the right place. Sign 1. Accepting less than you deserve. At some point in life, we've all done it, right? We settle and make compromises, whether it's staying in a draining job, sticking with unfulfilling relationships, or not chasing our dreams because we're scared. Why do we do this? Is it fear or convenience? Maybe both. Stoicism teaches us that our true worth isn't determined by these external things. Whether we're in a mansion or a jail, our essence remains the same. It's not where we are, but how we respond that matters. We might not control everything in our lives, but we have full control over our thoughts, feelings, and actions. When we accept less than we deserve, aren't we saying that others and circumstances have more power over us? Stoicism challenges this idea. It encourages us to ask, does this align with my values? Am I responding in a way that reflects my true worth? If the answer is no, it doesn't just make us feel powerless, it empowers us. It tells us that we have the power to change our perception, choose our response, and transform our reality. Remember this Stoic lesson when you find yourself accepting less. You are not defined by your job, relationships, or wealth. Your worth is in how well you live by your values and act with courage, wisdom, and honesty, no matter what happens. Rather than blaming ourselves for our troubles, we should focus on giving ourselves the tools to identify and change what we can. We shouldn't settle for less, not because we feel superior, but because we know our worth. The strength and resilience that come from understanding who we are and what we stand for help us overcome life's obstacles. This is how Stoics live. When we embrace this mindset, we don't just get by, we thrive. Sign 2. Underestimating your achievements. Why? Simply because acknowledging our successes is not just about feeling good. It's also about respecting the effort, dedication, and perseverance that got us there. It's about staying true to our goals and values. In Stoicism, virtues like self-control, courage, wisdom, and fairness are key. These virtues help us achieve our goals, whether big or small. It might have taken courage to apply for that job, wisdom to handle challenges, or discipline to organize that closet. When you attribute your success to luck, or say anyone could have done it, you diminish both the outcome and the good habits that helped you succeed. So, how do we change this mindset? How can we be proud of our achievements without being conceited? Being balanced and honest is important in Stoicism. Remind yourself, yes, I worked hard for this. Yes, I faced and overcame challenges. Yes, this success is a reflection of my effort and virtues. Do this not to inflate your ego, but because it's the right thing to do. Think of something new you can try. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. Think about the good things you did to get there. Maybe you were very disciplined. Maybe you were brave and stepped out of your comfort zone to fix a problem. Maybe you used your wisdom. Whatever it is, take a moment to notice it and the good things that helped you get there. This exercise isn't about giving yourself a pat on the back. Instead, it's meant to help you understand your character and your work. Using this Stoic practice can change how we view our successes and ourselves. It helps us stop being falsely modest and start truly appreciating our strengths and skills. When we recognize our accomplishments, it's not about our egos, but about the good qualities we've shown and the hard work we've put in. Sign 3. Putting others first. It's common to put other people's needs before your own. It might feel generous and heroic to stay late at work to help a co-worker, skip your workout to make breakfast for your family, or delay your goals to help someone else. However, doing this all the time can make you tired, annoyed, and lose who you are. If you try to pour from an empty jug, you'll run out eventually. Stoicism doesn't mean being distant or selfish. It values goodness and improving society, but also stresses the importance of self-care. Why? Because taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's essential for taking care of others. Let's explain this further. Stoicism teaches us to know what we can control and what we can't. We're responsible for our own thoughts, beliefs, actions, and self-care. No matter how hard we try, we can't directly change other people's health and happiness, but we can change how prepared we are to help and support them. We need to start by taking care of ourselves. How much more patient, understanding, and present are you for your loved ones when you're well-rested, healthy, and at peace? How can you support their well-being better when you're in good shape? Maintaining mental and emotional strength is just as important as physical health. It means having the inner power to care for others, give good advice, and be a source of stability and support. So how do we balance this? How can we help others without neglecting our own needs? But first, understand that self-care isn't just a luxury or something extra, it's essential. This means setting aside time for activities that make us feel good, like exercising, meditating, reading, or just having a few moments alone. It also means setting boundaries and saying no when necessary. These actions aren't selfish, but help us be our best for those we care about. Think of one way you can prioritize your well-being this week. Maybe it's committing to a daily walk, making time for a hobby you love, or setting limits on your work hours. When you take care of yourself, remember, it's not just for you. It's also to ensure that when you help others, you're doing so as your best self. Sign 4. Struggling to accept compliments. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of looking at ourselves with honesty. This means acknowledging our weaknesses as well as our strengths. We shouldn't view our worth in a self-centered way, but rather in a fair and balanced manner. Why do we find it hard to accept compliments? Often it's because we have a distorted view of ourselves. We may focus too much on our flaws or believe that recognizing our strengths makes us arrogant. However, from a stoic viewpoint, being humble doesn't mean ignoring our strengths. It means acknowledging them realistically and without ego. Stoicism tells us that acknowledging our strengths and accomplishments doesn't diminish our value. Accepting compliments with grace helps us become more self-aware and objective. It helps us see our good qualities and the effort we've put in, giving us a better understanding of who we are. When someone compliments us, they usually notice something real and admirable about us. Ignoring these moments means missing the chance to see ourselves from someone else's perspective and understand our impact. So, how can we become better at taking compliments? The first step is to change our mindset. View praise as a reflection of your positive qualities and hard work. Instead of rejecting it, take a moment to reflect on what was said. Practice by simply saying, "Thank you." Don't downplay or ignore the compliment. Instead, show gratitude for the acknowledgement. Stoicism advises us to use these moments for reflection. Ask yourself, what did I do to earn this praise? How does it highlight my virtues and efforts? This isn't about boosting your ego. It's about recognizing your potential to do great things and make a difference. Sign 5. Avoiding decisions. Have you ever felt stuck when you need to make a simple choice? It's more than just being unsure. It's a sign that you don't trust yourself. It's like standing on a diving board, looking down, knowing you need to jump, but being unable to. In this confusion, Stoicism can guide us. It teaches us that making decisions based on wisdom and logic is more important than knowing exactly what will happen. Stoicism reminds us that we control the decision-making process, but not the outcomes. This means making choices that match our values, being truthful, and accepting that the results, whatever they may be, are just part of life. Why do we fear making choices? Often, it's because we fear making the wrong decision, leading to outcomes we consider failures or mistakes. But Stoicism encourages us to rethink how we view mistakes and failures. According to Stoics, every outcome is an opportunity to learn and grow. There are no failures, only lessons. This perspective urges us to trust ourselves and make choices with courage and confidence, knowing that whatever happens will contribute to our growth and understanding. How can we trust ourselves and improve our decision-making? To get better at making decisions, we need to start by valuing wisdom and reason. Spend some time thinking about your choice before you decide. Ask yourself, does this choice align with my values? Am I being true to myself? By grounding your decisions in your core values and logical thinking, you can be confident that you're making the best choice you can with the knowledge you have. Stoicism encourages us to accept the results of our choices and learn from them. Every outcome teaches us something, even if it isn't what we hoped for. Reflecting on what went well and what didn't helps us grow. This reflection builds self-confidence, giving us the assurance that we can handle life's challenges, make value-based decisions, and learn from every experience. Sign 6. Being too hard on yourself. Stoicism helps us make wise decisions, especially about how we think. It suggests that constantly criticizing ourselves for every little mistake is like trying to sail a ship without paying attention to the weather. We're focusing on the wrong things. Stoic wisdom tells us that perfection is an impossible goal. Instead, we should aim for progress, taking steady steps to become better. Why do we tend to be overly critical? Often it's because we set unrealistic standards for ourselves, standards we wouldn't expect others to meet. We forget that being human means having flaws, making mistakes, and learning from them. Stoicism offers a strong solution for self-criticism, self-compassion, and focusing on progress. Self-compassion, from a Stoic perspective, means being kind and forgiving to ourselves, just as we would be to a friend. It means recognizing that setbacks are normal and don't define us. The Stoic approach to failure is to ask, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? To embrace this mindset, we need to change how we see our journey. Every effort we make helps us move forward, even if the results aren't what we expected. Our guiding principle will be progress, not perfection. This doesn't mean we stop aiming to improve or stop caring about it. Instead, it means we strive to get better while understanding that growth isn't always straight, is full of obstacles, and is perfectly imperfect. Sign 7. Comparing yourself to others. Why do we find it so easy to compare ourselves to others? It's because humans naturally measure their own worth and success against those around them. But this habit is now even stronger thanks to social media. We constantly see glimpses of others' lives, showing only the good moments and never the struggles. This can make us question if our own lives are meaningful. Developing self-awareness and appreciating our own journey can help combat this negativity, as Stoicism suggests. It encourages us to focus on our own growth, virtues, and achievements. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, Stoicism promotes finding inspiration from them. This doesn't mean we should isolate ourselves or ignore others. It means appreciating others' good qualities and achievements without diminishing our own progress. How can we use Stoic principles to avoid the comparison trap? First, by being mindful and noticing when we start comparing our daily life to someone else's highlights. We need to remember that social media is a curated collection of moments, not a true reflection of life. Second, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, like our actions, thoughts, and virtues. These are the seeds of our unique journey. Nurturing these seeds helps us build a life full of personal meaning, free from the need for outside validation or comparison. Lastly, being thankful is very important. Being grateful for our experiences, challenges, and successes helps us stay focused on the present and appreciate how full our lives are. This doesn't make us lazy. Instead, it gives us the energy to seek growth and improvement from a place of contentment, not because we feel lacking. Often we forget to do the things we want, like taking a course, starting a hobby, or caring for ourselves. Many of us experience this. It's not just due to a lack of time or money. It's often because we don't recognize our own worth. It's like saying, "I'm not worth the effort." Stoicism, which offers deep insights into human behavior and morality, challenges us to see self-improvement as a way to respect ourselves. It teaches us that our unique ability to reason and be virtuous is special, and true happiness comes from developing these traits. So, how can we start investing in ourselves? It begins with a mindset shift, which aligns with Stoic philosophy. We should view self-improvement as a necessary part of life. This doesn't mean making drastic changes immediately. It means making small, consistent investments in ourselves. Simple actions like reading an interesting book, meditating daily, or starting a joyful hobby are good ways to begin. Stoicism also teaches the importance of reflection and self-examination. This process assists us in identifying our strengths and weaknesses, guiding our path toward personal development. Regularly reflecting on our lives, setting goals, and assessing our progress provides purpose and direction. Aligning our actions with our values, developing virtues, and living a meaningful life are crucial for self-reflection and goal setting, beyond just achieving external success. Recognizing your worth and investing in personal growth. Often, we forget to do the things we want, like taking a course, starting a hobby, or caring for ourselves. Many of us experience this. It's not just due to a lack of time or money. It's often because we don't recognize our own worth. It's like saying, "I'm not worth the effort." Stoicism, which offers deep insights into human behavior and morality, challenges us to see self-improvement as a way to respect ourselves. It teaches us that our unique ability to reason and be virtuous is special, and true happiness comes from developing these traits. So, how can we start investing in ourselves? It begins with a mindset shift, which aligns with Stoic philosophy. We should view self-improvement as a necessary part of life. This doesn't mean making drastic changes immediately. It means making small, consistent investments in ourselves. Simple actions like reading an interesting book, meditating daily, or starting a joyful hobby are good ways to begin. Stoicism also teaches the importance of reflection and self-examination. This process assists us in recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, thereby steering our personal growth journey. Regularly reflecting on our lives, setting goals, and assessing our progress provides purpose and direction. Aligning our actions with our values, developing virtues, and living a meaningful life are crucial for self-reflection and goal setting, beyond just achieving external success. Embracing lifelong learning is essential. The Stoics believed that wisdom is not a destination, but a journey. Having a mindset of curiosity and openness to new experiences can transform how we view personal growth. It's not a burden, it's an adventure, a chance to explore the vast knowledge and experiences life offers. True validation comes from living according to our values and principles, prioritizing self-validation over others' approval. Stoics believed we can only control our actions, intentions, and responses. Marcus Aurelius beautifully noted that it's our thoughts about others' opinions that disturb us, not the opinions themselves. Why do we crave approval from others? Often, it's because we feel insecure and fear we're not good enough. In a world that constantly tells us what we should be, do, or have, it's easy to lose our way. Stoicism, however, urges us to look inward and work on our character, living a good life. It teaches that true happiness and peace come from being true to ourselves, not from seeking others' approval. How can we break free from seeking others' approval? The first step is self-awareness. By noticing our habit of seeking approval, we can start questioning our motives. Are we chasing goals that match our values, or do we just want praise? Stoicism suggests we regularly reflect on our intentions to ensure they align with our values and true self. Developing self-sufficiency is another Stoic practice to overcome the need for others' approval. This doesn't mean cutting ourselves off or not caring about others. It means being happy and content with ourselves, knowing we are whole just as we are. The Stoic thinker Epictetus advised we should concentrate on things we can influence and let go of what we can't. By fostering inner happiness, we become less dependent on others' approval. Stoicism also reshapes our idea of success, suggesting it should not be measured by external awards or praise. Instead, success should be based on living by our values. According to Stoicism, true success involves striving for virtue, using logic, and being resilient in difficult times, managing difficult situations and fear of pursuing dreams. Why do we often endure bad situations? It's usually because we think we can't change them. We might fear the unknown, cling to what we know, or question our self-worth. Stoicism helps us confront these fears and doubts by showing us our value and the control we have over our actions and thoughts. It encourages us to challenge the belief that we're stuck and realize that we often have the power to change our situations or our mindset. Stoicism provides tools to navigate and transform our circumstances. Building inner resilience and independence is a key Stoic practice. We shouldn't be indifferent or detached. Instead, Marcus Aurelius advises us to strengthen our inner fortress so we can stay strong and true to our values, even during tough and chaotic times. By developing a strong inner core, we become less affected by negative external events and more capable of making decisions that benefit our well-being. Another Stoic principle is living in harmony with nature. This means seeking balance in our lives and the world around us. We should aim to create environments that foster growth, health, and happiness. This involves acknowledging that we deserve respect, kindness, and positive interactions, and not accepting anything less. In everyday life, this might mean setting boundaries in personal relationships, exploring new job opportunities, or changing our social circles to include more positive and supportive people. It also means spending time on personal activities like journaling, meditating, or hobbies that support our mental and emotional health. Fear is powerful because we know exactly what we could lose. We have vivid images of failure, wasted time and effort, and potential judgment from others. Stoicism acknowledges these fears, but encourages us to also consider what we have to gain. It urges us to compare our fears with the potential for growth, happiness, and achieving our dreams. Stoicism teaches that pursuing virtue or doing what aligns with our nature is a worthy goal in itself, regardless of the outcome. Embracing change and being adaptable. Fearing to chase your dreams can hold you back, but imagining bad things that might happen, known as negative visualization, can help. This means thinking about worst-case scenarios without letting them scare you. By doing this, we often realize our fears aren't as terrifying as we thought. This doesn't mean we ignore risks or act carelessly. It means we see our dreams with a balanced view, understanding that failure is possible, but not the end, just a step toward growth. The term amor fati, meaning love of fate, is another Stoic idea that encourages us to pursue our dreams. It means welcoming whatever life brings us with joy. When we chase our dreams with amor fati, we embrace all experiences, successes, failures, joys, and disappointments. These are normal parts of life. This acceptance frees us from fear and allows us to move forward with courage. Stoicism teaches us to act according to our strengths and abilities. It reminds us that our worth comes not from our achievements, but from our commitment to living a good life and striving for our goals with honesty, courage, and integrity. Thus, being afraid to follow our dreams not only stops us from succeeding, but also from living a life that is truly ours, realizing your true value and finding happiness. A common obstacle is not seeing your own value. Why do we often forget this key Stoic lesson? It's partly because we naturally want to connect with others and feel important. If we aren't careful, this can make us seek our worth in other people's opinions or our achievements. Stoicism, however, teaches that true worth comes from living according to our nature and virtues. Epictetus wisely said that true freedom isn't about getting what we want, but about letting go of our desires. This principle deeply affects our view of worth. Real freedom and happiness come from recognizing and accepting our own value, not from others' approval. Stoicism tells us to focus less on what we can do for others and more on improving our character. It teaches that our worth isn't based on titles, wealth, or approval, but on our commitment to living a good life with honesty, kindness, and courage. This doesn't mean accomplishments and praise aren't important. They are. But they don't define our value. Our worth is inherent and constant, like the stars in the night sky. Realizing this frees us from always seeking approval from others. How can we develop a true sense of self-worth? It starts with self-reflection, which means looking inside ourselves to recognize and appreciate our strengths, efforts, and resilience. It's about understanding that our skills, character, and potential are the true indicators of our worth and being thankful for them. It also involves separating our self-worth from other people's changing opinions and from temporary achievements. This separation isn't about not caring, it's about seeing what really matters in the bigger picture of our lives. Feelings of unworthiness can come from different sources, like past traumas, societal standards, or personal failures. We tend to compare our lives to others, only seeing the best parts of their lives while knowing all the details of our own. This comparison can make us doubt our worth, driven by the mistaken belief that happiness is limited and only for those who deserve it. Stoicism teaches us to let go of these false ideas and realize that happiness is a way of life, not a reward. It encourages us to reflect on our values, align our actions with these values, and find joy in living virtuously and practicing reason. Stoicism emphasizes we should focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and let go of what we can't. This helps us deal with feelings of unworthiness and the practice of reason. This way of looking at things gives us the power to create our own happiness through the choices and attitudes we have every day. How can we adopt this serious way of looking at happiness? It starts with changing the story we tell ourselves about being worthy. We need to fight the idea that being happy depends on accomplishments, approval from others, or being perfect. Believing that happiness comes from being good, making the best decisions we can, and enjoying the present moment is a better way to think about it. Stoicism also emphasizes the value of gratitude. When we practice gratitude, we change our attention from what we don't have to what we do have, from what we think we don't have enough of to the abundance in our lives. This change in perspective is very important for feeling like you deserve happiness, because it lets you see the good things, chances, and potential in your daily life. Stoicism shows us the value of friends and family. Finding happiness is not a journey you take by yourself. By building meaningful relationships and supporting each other, we know that our worthiness for happiness is supported not only by ourselves, but also by the love and wisdom of those around us. Breaking free from the illusion of control. Let's dive deep into our minds and uncover the barriers that stop us from being mentally strong. We'll use the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to confront these barriers and emerge stronger. Often we trick ourselves into thinking we control outside events, clinging to the illusion of control amidst our thoughts. This false belief draws us into a world where we think we can control everything. Stoicism, with Epictetus as our guide, reveals a hidden truth. He reminds us with timeless wisdom, we can't change what happens to us, but we can change how we react to it. This insight lights up the darkness of our misconceptions. The core of Stoic wisdom isn't about controlling the ever-changing outside world, but mastering our reactions to life's unpredictability. Our true strength lies in this understanding. We shape our futures not by controlling what we can't, but by managing our inner world. When we face life's storms, Stoicism guides us. It teaches us we can't control external chaos, but can control our reactions. Like an artist sculpting a masterpiece, we carve meaning from life's circumstances with our responses and reactions. Epictetus tells us, stop trying to change the outside world to fit your needs, and put your energy into controlling your own reactions instead. By doing this, we uncover strength, resilience, and hidden potential, rather than fighting against things beyond our control. The Stoic journey is about mastering oneself internally. When life is uncertain, Stoicism acts like a guiding light, showing the way to self-mastery. Though challenges remain, accepting Stoic wisdom frees us from the false hope of external control. We shape our lives not by changing the world, but by controlling our reactions with Epictetus's timeless wisdom. Overcoming the fear of death and the need for approval. In the wise teachings of Stoicism, Seneca shared a profound thought. Someone who fears death will never accomplish deeds befitting a person fully alive. These words, echoing through the ages, reveal a deep truth. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, encourages us to face the fear of death with courage. His wisdom is a powerful call to action, urging us to free our spirits from the chains of fear. He invites us to embrace the reality of death, transforming our fear into a spark for a fuller life. Being afraid of death keeps us in the shadows, prisoners of fear that prevent us from truly living. Seneca acts as a guide, leading us out of this dark place. He urges us to see death not as a terrible end, but as a friend, a constant companion that makes life more precious. When we accept that life is short, we free ourselves from the weight of the inevitable. The fear of death, once a terrifying presence, becomes a gentle reminder to savor every moment. Seneca's wisdom shows that accepting the certainty of death allows us to truly live. Freeing ourselves from the fear of the future, as the Stoics suggest, opens up endless possibilities. It's about realizing that the human spirit can achieve incredible things, even in the face of death. Letting go of the fear of death allows us to build a life not limited by future uncertainties. Seneca's words go beyond philosophy. They have the power to transform us. They encourage us to build resilience and navigate life's complexities. By accepting our mortality, we not only face our limits, but also unlock inner strengths that enable us to leave a lasting legacy. Overcoming the fear of death opens us to a life enriched by the awareness of our mortality. Seneca's wisdom acts as a guiding light, helping us navigate darkness and connect deeply with the human spirit's vitality. Accepting life's impermanence empowers us to live fully without fearing the unknown future. As we live our lives, seeking validation from others can make us feel insecure. Marcus Aurelius, a wise philosopher, reminds us that it's not our short lifespan that's the problem, but how much time we waste. His advice, still relevant today, reveals that looking for approval from others can weaken our sense of self-worth. Instead, Marcus Aurelius urges us to find strength within ourselves. He believes that true strength comes from self-approval, not from the temporary praise of others. Depending on others for validation is like giving them control over our identity. When we try to meet others' expectations, we lose sight of who we are, and our doubts grow. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, urges us to break free from this and look within ourselves. True strength is found in self-approval. It's not the praise of others that makes us strong, but staying true to our own values. When we know our worth, our inner fire is fueled. This is where our true self is formed and improved. Others' approval is temporary, like echoes that fade away. By focusing inward, we walk a path lit by the steady light of self-validation, which can withstand others' opinions. This inner strength protects us from weakness, helping us stand firm against the world's judgments. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom encourages us to reclaim our time from seeking approval. When we understand the value of each moment, we stop wasting our life seeking external praise. Instead, we invest in self-approval, building lasting resilience. By embracing his wisdom, the shadows of our weakness disappear, and the light of self-approval shines. In this inner place, we find enduring strength, unaffected by others' thoughts. So, let's turn our attention inward, as self-approval fuels the unbreakable strength of the human spirit. Controlling our desires and embracing change. When we let our desires lead us in the tangled maze of our wants, we start a dangerous path where endless cravings can drown out our reason. But don't worry, the wise path of Stoicism urges us to silence these tempting whispers. The old philosopher Epictetus said, "We don't suffer from events, but from how we think about them." Desires can trap those who aren't careful. The Stoics, inspired by Epictetus, show us that it's not the events that hold us back, but our judgments. To navigate this maze wisely, mastering our desires is crucial. To master desire, we don't extinguish our inner passions, but steer them with intention. It's about recognizing the difference between short-term desires that bring momentary joy and long-term goals that reflect our true selves. Through self-mastery, we learn to tell apart fleeting wants from enduring fulfillment. The chains of endless craving, forged by unchecked desires, weigh down the spirit. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, advises us to reduce our intense desires. In this freedom, we find a place where our true self can emerge, free from the chains of insatiable wants. Walking the path of Stoicism is like going on a personal journey where our desires shift from being demanding masters to cooperative servants. As we undergo this change, we free ourselves from the ego's constant demands and handle life's challenges with grace and purpose. Embracing the Stoic call to manage our wants reveals a profound truth. We have the power to create our own stories. Events around us turn into chances for growth and self-discovery, instead of being chains that hold us back. Epictetus wisely notes that suffering arises not from events, but from our reactions to them. A Stoic soul finds peace in the silence after the noise of unrestrained desires. What once seemed like a complex maze of wants becomes a place of clarity. By mastering our desires, the Stoic path demonstrates its transformative power. This power liberates us from the traps of our wants, enabling us to move forward with purpose, resilience, and a commitment to our deepest goals. In the vast universe, some forces try to resist change, but change is always present, shaping everything around us. Wise individuals who understand the rhythm of the cosmos find comfort in Heraclitus's teachings, especially the idea that change is the only constant. These words highlight the eternal truth that everything is always in motion. We must recognize change as the guiding force of life's journey. Stoics, inspired by Heraclitus, believe we should embrace change with an open heart. Resisting change is like battling a never-ending void, a risk faced by those who defy the cosmic flow. Heraclitus's wisdom encourages us to surrender, not to emptiness, but to the beautiful flow of existence. In this surrender, we find peace amid life's chaos. To navigate the river of change gracefully, allowing it to lead us to new experiences and insights, we must accept its inevitability. Resisting change means opposing the natural order of things. The Stoic soul, however, chooses acceptance, living harmoniously with the cosmic dance. When we stop resisting, we become like dancers, moving gracefully with the complex steps of change, finding beauty in its twists and turns. Life is like a river flowing through moments of joy and sorrow, growth and decline. A Stoic person finds strength in accepting this journey beyond the fleeting nature of the physical world. The emptiness once feared becomes a vast canvas where the Stoic creates a beautiful life. Accepting change isn't giving up, it's gaining power by seeing that constant change brings growth, wisdom, and self-discovery. Stoics float on the currents of acceptance, navigating life with a calmness that those clinging to sameness can't achieve. Heraclitus, an ancient philosopher, taught us that change is the core of the universe. Stoics find deep peace in knowing everything in life is temporary by aligning with this truth. Embracing change's cosmic rhythms means finding the true beauty of life. We find comfort not in resisting, but in flowing with the river of continuous self-becoming. Appreciating the present moment. If we don't focus on the power of now, we miss out on the most beautiful and valuable part of life, the present moment, which is full of joy, fulfillment, and meaning. We often get stuck in past memories or worry about the future because life is so meticulously planned. The Stoic philosopher Seneca urges us to live in the present, enjoy it, and realize that true happiness comes from enjoying the moment without worrying about what lies ahead. The present moment, like a fleeting melody, captures the essence of living. Life unfolds in the present, where our sensations, emotions, and opportunities create a unique experience. However, our minds often get lost in the past or future, making it hard to stay in the now. Seneca, with his clear and calm wisdom, encourages us to stop worrying about the future and enjoy the present moment. He explains that true happiness is not found in the uncertain future or the past, but in fully experiencing the present. This isn't just about living for today. It's a lifestyle that values the present. By focusing on the present and finding joy in every moment, we let go of past regrets and future anxieties, achieving a deep sense of peace. Seneca's teachings urge us to be mindful and make each moment count. He believes that we can only find true happiness when we stop being caught up in time, not looking forward to future rewards or dwelling on past mistakes. Enjoying the present without worrying about the future creates a balanced mind. This is when we realize that everything changes and appreciate the moment's beauty. Seneca's advice to live in the present is like an invitation to enjoy life's music, to appreciate each moment with gratitude, seeing how it fits into the symphony of our lives. His words remind us to focus on the present, enjoy its harmonies, and understand that true happiness is a melody of mindful living, growing with each note we hold on to in the changing music of our lives, building inner peace and resilience. When life is difficult, the calm warrior maintains inner peace, unaffected by the chaos outside. They embody resilience, remaining steady despite external turmoil. The Stoic belief, a call to action beyond seeking external calm, is summed up by Epictetus, a well-known Stoic philosopher. While we cannot control our external circumstances, we always retain the power to choose our responses. Life's events are beyond our control. It's a mix of highs and lows. Yet, the Stoic warrior navigates this journey by focusing on their reactions rather than changing the world around them. Epictetus reminds us that controlling our responses is empowering and at the heart of Stoic resilience. Building castles on unstable ground is like holding on to the false idea of outside peace because the world is always changing. Stoics, however, turn inward because they know true and lasting peace comes from within, not from life's random events. It is a stronghold in the soul, untouched by external storms. The Stoic warrior doesn't hide in a false utopia of endless calm or ignore external challenges. They face chaos directly, understanding that inner strength is essential for overall well-being. The Stoic soul develops resilience through adversity. Even if we can't change external events, our reactions shape our destiny. The Stoic warrior handles chaos through disciplined self-reflection, becoming the creator of their own fate rather than a victim. Developing unshakable inner peace is a deliberate practice requiring commitment and resilience. It means training the mind to differentiate between the temporary chaos outside and the deep, lasting calm within. Through this inner transformation, the Stoic warrior learns that true mastery isn't about controlling the storms, but weathering them with a calm mind. Epictetus teaches us that the Stoic journey involves accepting life's contradictions, acknowledging that although we cannot dictate external events, we have power over our responses. In this balance between chaos and calm, the Stoic warrior represents the strong human spirit, choosing the steady path of inner peace and resilience even in challenging times. Fortifying your inner stronghold. When we overlook the inner stronghold within, where experiences mold our core, there stands an inner fortress, a resilient defense against life's chaos. Many have echoed this sentiment, but Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher-emperor, said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This wise advice urges us to fortify our inner stronghold because our real strength lies there. The birthplace of this fortress is where life's trials shape our essence. Marcus Aurelius illuminates the path to this inner refuge. an indestructible stronghold that withstands external storms. This sanctuary isn't made of physical materials, but of our thoughts, beliefs, and perspectives. Marcus Aurelius believed that strengthening our inner self means recognizing the power of our thoughts. True happiness, he said, isn't about what happens around us, but how we feel inside. This idea is central to Stoic philosophy. Our inner fortress becomes a place where happiness isn't linked to external events, but is a light that shines from within, based on our understanding and reaction to life. We must protect this inner sanctuary because it holds our true strength. Marcus Aurelius saw the Stoic warrior as someone who defends this inner stronghold, not against the world, but in protection of our thoughts. He called for mindful vigilance to keep our mental fortress secure from external forces. According to him, a happy life is not about having many things or fleeting pleasures, but controlling our inner world. Stoic wisdom teaches us to manage our thoughts carefully, turning our soul into an unbreakable stronghold. Recognizing the power of our thoughts gives us independence and control over our lives. Stoic thinking strengthens our inner fortress, helping us stay calm in life's storms, find joy in simple things, and navigate life with purpose. By following Marcus Aurelius's advice, we embark on a journey to fortify our inner self. Once our inner citadel is strong, it becomes a source of unbreakable strength and a beacon guiding us through challenges. Protect it fiercely because it holds the key to lasting happiness, untouched by external changes. Embracing the universe's melody. In life, we learn that the script we follow isn't just ours. We live in a vast cosmic theater where everyone plays their roles on a stage that extends beyond time and space. The wise Epictetus said, "We are given 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen attentively more than we speak." This wisdom invites us to let go of what we can't control, attune our senses to the universe's melody, and go with the flow of the cosmos. Thinking of ourselves as actors in a cosmic play helps us see how significant our lives are. They are like stories shaped by fate and cosmic forces. Understanding that our script isn't fully ours is liberating and encourages us to release the illusion of complete control and embrace the mysteries of our existence in the universe. Epictetus, known for his Stoic beliefs, highlights the balance in our bodies, like having 2 ears next to 1 mouth, reminding us to listen more than we speak. It prompts us to tune into the wisdom of the universe and pay attention to our place in the cosmic melody. Letting go of control is a call to release the heavy burden that prevents us from fully enjoying life's wonders. By releasing our need to control everything, we become open to the rhythms of the cosmos and align ourselves with the intricate dance of fate and free will. We can gain wisdom by listening to the universe, understanding that the stars speak of balance and harmony. The Stoic path, as Epictetus taught, guides us to balance by letting go of what we can't control. It encourages us to listen carefully and connect with the universe, full of deep knowledge and hidden secrets. Letting go of control isn't about giving up. It's about finding a deeper sense of belonging in the cosmic dance. By letting go and allowing the universe's music to flow through us, we open ourselves to experiences and possibilities beyond our imagination. Life's stage doesn't need a planned script, but requires our presence and willingness to listen to the universe. Epictetus urges us to open our hearts and minds to the wisdom in the cosmos. Letting go in life's theater is an act of trust and alignment. It reminds us that, like the stars, we are part of a cosmic symphony that plays a melody of harmony, balance, and endless possibilities. Let us embrace the music of the universe, listen to its whispers, and find our place in the dance of existence, a dance that offers a life in harmony with the cosmos. Turning pain into power. To walk the Stoic path, we must begin a special journey, a personal quest to understand ourselves and build strong resilience. As the famous Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary." This saying is often repeated in Stoic circles, encouraging those ready to find their inner strength. Seneca's words remind us that suffering doesn't have to be meaningless. It can be a place where we test our strength. On this important journey, we learn that the path to mind control is guided by the steady light of Stoicism. Walking the Stoic path is not a solo journey, it's one we share with others. Seneca's wisdom helps us see that we are not alone in our quest for inner strength. As we navigate the complex paths of our souls, united by a common goal, Stoic principles become our guide, leading us through the darkness. We can follow the path lit by Stoic wisdom, cutting through the shadows and clearing away false beliefs that hinder us. By embracing Stoicism, we move towards inner strength and resilience. The Stoic light provides us with comfort, inspiration, and the power to face our fears. The value of community in Stoic practice. Gaining inner strength isn't something you do alone. It's a shared goal that connects all of our individual paths. Let the wisdom of Stoicism resonate through our efforts, bringing us together. Together, we can find our way out of confusion, not as lost individuals, but as bright examples of resilience, lighting up a dark world. The Stoic journey teaches us that suffering can become a positive force when faced with the strength that wisdom brings. Seneca's teachings guide us, helping us differentiate between what suffering is necessary and what is not, using Stoic wisdom as a beacon. Let's embark on this journey together, building our inner strength with Stoic principles and standing out as symbols of resilience in a world that seeks solace in darkness. Conclusion: a lifelong journey. As we conclude our journey through Stoicism, I hope you feel inspired, informed, and ready to face life's ups and downs with new strength. We've explored the core ideas of Stoicism, from knowing what we can control to seeing challenges as chances to grow. The wisdom of the Stoics is timeless, providing clear guidance in our often messy lives. Remember, Stoicism is more than a philosophy. It's a way to live. Change starts with small, steady steps. Whether it's practicing mindfulness, thinking about your daily experiences, or choosing to stay calm and logical in tough times, every little bit helps. I encourage you to look back on these lessons whenever you need a boost of inner strength and peace that Stoic principles can bring. Life is a never-ending journey of learning and growing, and Stoicism offers a strong foundation to build on. I appreciate you for joining me in this exploration of how Stoicism can change your life. The journey doesn't stop here. It's only beginning. Keep seeking wisdom, practicing good habits, and living with purpose. Remember, the best time to start your Stoic practice was yesterday. The next best time is now. Let's take these lessons forward and create lives filled with peace, strength, and fulfillment. Goodbye, and may your journey be guided by the wisdom of Stoicism.